fuckers and shit in there.
Alright, man, here you go, man. Give me the money, man. Give me the money.
That one, man.
Hey, fuck this. You don't get no damn choice. Get the rock and get the fuck on. Sitting down in a crack house, earning my pay. If some bass head jump crazy, I'll just blow them away. Cause I'm fully wrapped. I ain't taking crap. I got a mini 14 with a shoulder strap. Bass heads had knocked on the door, they just knocked and knocked. My crack quickly disappeared, one rock by rock. I had a couple more to go, but oh no, here comes the big O, busting out the dough. So I kicked out a window, jumped the roof next door. Took the money, left the crack, but I'll get more. Jumped down off the roof, cops start popping, all yelling freeze, who they thought was stopping. Cops on my tail, trying to put me in jail. I slipped and I failed, got up and ran like hell. I was running and running, running fast as I can. If you'd have seen me, you'd have said that's the bionic man. Yeah, I was gone, this brother had got away. Cause up the block was my homeboy's hideaway. Banged on the door, he let me into his crib. Then I told him about the police and what they did. He gave the key to his ride and I was back on the move. Jumped into his bed and kicked the groove. You see, crime is life, and life is crime. But what will life be without a real life rhyme? Not real life. Cruising around town and the bass is up. Running big time lights, I don't give a fuck. Sink the police, put the pedal to the metal. The pictures on my tail because the speakers rock the ghetto. I knew they was suspicious cause the vet was moving fast. They not gon' give me less they pop my ass. Burnt big time brother on 7 Mile. I was driving like a drunk, cold, acting wild. Slammed on the brakes, pressed on the gas. Dipped around the corner, cold off the ass. Bust a move to my crib to change my clothes. And since I got away from the cops, I'm screaming fuck them hoes. Then I stepped outside, jumped into my ride. Seen a couple of bases hanging out at the bar. Pulled over and parked, showed a sample rock. Had all the bass heads on my jock. A crack fiend got ill and tried to snatch my cane. Whipped out my mag, blew out his brain. See, crime is life, and life is crime. But what will life be without a real life rhyme? Not real life. All the bass heads on the corner ran. Then the lady shouted out,
I got killed, the man. He
oh
killed
shit,
somebody.
goddamn. I got a witness. Two to her head and said, bitch, mind your business. Jumped into my car, left the scene of the crime. 2 murders uncalled for, doing no time. I'm a gangster on the run, my solution's a gun. And I'll beat up your mama just for fun. One day I was chilling on the east side of town. Not a bass head in sight and none to be found. So my feelings kept stepping to the sidewalk beat. And my jammies kinda warm cause I'm packing heat. You might think I'm a statistic of worthless repeat. But if I don't sell drugs, then I won't eat. Some think that I'm dumb, I don't care what you think. But I'ma keep getting paid till I'm locked in the clink. Or Uzi beats popping at my body like thunder. And I'm dead like a doorknob 6 feet under. That's the consequences, got rich man expenses. I'll blow up your mama with military defenses. Unemployed with the beers, make a schoolboy hate it. Bullet holes on the side, so you know it's drug related. 10 G's in my pocket just for style and profile. And born in New York, and Coast Big Long Island. Raised in the Motown, where brothers throw down. Beefing with the chief, and best believe me, you will go down. Don't start none, boy, it won't be none. Brother wants some, then you gotta get some. Crime is life, and life is crime. But what will life be without a real life rhyme? Not real life. Kicked in the face with a dope man reality. The brother's hard with a criminal personality. No one scares me, no one dares me. Shoot a brother in the back for crack cause no one can see. I'm not 18, so I can be wild. Cause in the court's eyes, I'm still a juvenile. Real life product, it's a rock, it's a rock. Got your neighborhood smoking for blocks and blocks. If you're a fool, be smoking, puffing, dicks be choking. 2 weeks later, your arms be broken. Wake up to reality. I don't have a negative personality, but everyone has to do what they have to do to get by, even if it's sell crack. Word after word after word. Word after word after word. I'm not an atheist, but what has God done for me? He let me grow up in the motherfucking ghetto. Thanks for nothing, motherfucker, that's for real. One of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not kill. Tell that motherfucker with the gun in my face, or should I run from this place and get shot in the back? That's an act of insanity. Please, no profanity, says the radio, but fuck you. I'ma do what I wanna do. I'm just telling facts, cause blacks are killing blacks. Niggas stepped on my shoe and I shot him in the back. Ain't no thing, got a gang, you'll all get shot too. Once I squeeze the trigger, your crew is through. Think I'm bluffing, then try me. Today you'll all die, see. I got a bullet for you and your posse. I don't bullshit, no need to talk shit. The fuse is in your asshole and you just lit it. To live is evil, evil's to live, you learn that. Put it in your holy Bible and burn that. Word after word after word after word after word. Words that you're hearing, niggas are fearing. Appearance so gruesome, niggas are disappearing. Put up your fists, what is this? I got a Mac 11. Once I squeeze the trigger, you're in hell or heaven. I ain't waiting around for nobody to be found. Bullet to the head, leave another nigga dead. You gotta be suicidal to fuck with a homicidal brother. Suffocated under a pillow, intended to smother. Hell days, death nights, midnights, the witch's hour. Damien is your maker and he loves a blood shower. It's time to die, so bye-bye, you better cry now. You better run to something, cause it's do or die. If you need an ass kicking in your rib cage, you was a good one that read on your obituary page. Call me a hoe, ill fighting words, as I'm reciting words. Suckers are rewriting my words. It's simple and plain to see, plain and simple to see that I'm Esham and I'm great. Use a sucker, but wait, this is just the style that I'm using, confusing the suckers, cause they stupid motherfuckers. Word after word after word after word after words from the lyrical to say me's a miracle. If anything, I never thought I'd turn into a criminal. So here I go once again. When I rhyme, I saying niggas commit suicide as soon as I begin. Misled, another nigga dead. See, I love the sight of blood, cause my favorite color's red. I'm smashing suckers, crashing suckers' dreams. And when you see Sham, you start to scream. I'm hard like concrete, funky like pig feet. Nigga get crazy and you'll be under 6 feet. Verse after verse, it just get worse. Another sucker rehearse, but first, word after word after word. Word after word after word. Hey man, have you ever met the perfect bitch, man?
Yeah, but
I met the perfect bitch, and I thought she was something, man. But she is something. She a
Okay.
bitch, man. That's what she is.
Alright, she a
Fuck
bitch.
that, she a bitch. That's what she is. Well, I met this girl. I was daisy crazy for the hoe. The bitch took my feelings and faced me, I know. I should've watched my back, but I didn't, so my hate for the hoe begins to grow. I met her money though. It wasn't about money though. As far as I can see, her personality was cool, so I talked and talked. My intention was the boner, but I find myself liking her and being all up on her. She teased me with the pussy, had my mind in the twilight zone. It was like dollar porn whenever we talked on the phone. I'm asking her what's up, we gon' let me hit it. She said right now I'm hot and horny, hurry, come and get it. I reached the house in a minute, I was all up in it. First time ever fucked her, damn, it was splendid. The bitch had my mind going loop de loop. I was pussy with up like grandma's soup. Had me in a state of shock while she was riding my jock. Sweat dripped off my balls cause the walls was hot. She was sucking me and fucking me like a freak on the flick. Then I sucked on her titties while she rolled my dick. She said please be gentle, hold me, don't let go. And all I was thinking was oh, bear with me brothers, I don't know what I was thinking of. I'm thinking I can make it fuck turn out I'm making love. Slowly as I fucked her, she called me Harry, she called me Charles, Earl, James and Larry. I took 3 more strokes and then bust the nut. Come to find out my dream girl is just a slut. The freak of the week, I didn't stop to think how many made you scream, girl. Nasty dream girl. I hate bitch. I hate that bitch. I hate her. I hate that bitch. I hate her too. I hate her. Girl, dream girl, fucking nasty dream girl, dream slave for me, you still pray for me. I made a rhyme, say time, gonna make it vomit and I bet I'm a shit. When it comes down to it, you knew it and know it. Satan's poet, your mind I'm blowing. If you ever heard me rhyme for the first time, he is like a hurricane, stunning like Novocaine, simple and plain. Real life product is insane. You're fucking with the wrong one. Listen till the song's done. Fuck around and be on the wrong end of a gun, son. You listen to insanity, but that's just the man in me. I said I'm Esham and you said how can it be? I'm a psychopathic, automatic, real life product, prostatic. Fuck it. Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. I'm the automatic funky motherfucker named Esham. Champs a chump, step up and get some punk. Playing around with me is like playing with a rattlesnake. I shake and bake and break the fake. ESHAM, I'm him up with them. Real life products grim. A schizophrenic motherfucker, futures looking dim. A REAL, a LIFE, a PROD to the UCT. Real life products run, but I very seldom yell. Don't record sell it, suffer, though we sell. I have the mind of the devil, the body of Lucifer. Give me a mic and watch me get loose for you. Convince a motherfucker that suicide's the way. Another homicide, I live another day, I lied. I said I was the unholy, cause the preacher told me. Living in hell all my life and the devil molded me into his own image, read the scriptures. I'm satanic, fuck y'all bitches, fuck it. Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. Holy God, fuck the joys. Here come real life product and the devil's noise. You can't escape it, you might as well tape it. And listen until it's your favorite. The speakers are smoking, niggas choking. I'm provoking, no joking. Motherfuckers hoping that I get off the mic and shut up forever. But that's a dream that'll never come true. Never. I'm insane, it's hard to maintain my mentality. If you keep listening, you have the devil's personality. Fuck it. Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. Fuck it. Some more wicked shit. Down with my some more wicked shit.
This is my song for you. 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 This is my song.
Bitches like niggas, the dog them out. So I'm here to let you know what they all about. Don't hesitate to smack her. She likes when you mac her. Play the Romeo role and she'll crush her like crackers. Nowadays nights don't come twice. You get 2 for 1 at the same price. You gotta stay in control and on top of get dropped like potatoes. Now here's how to be a real player. Mac on your hoe. You got to mac on your hoe. You got to dog out and beat up and smack on your hoe. Bitch ain't nothing but meat on a stick. Only job in life is to please a dick. Don't ever let her forget that you run shit, and if she get out of line, that ass gon' get kicked. Players got hoes for every day of the week, all under control and all like the freak. Bitch ain't nothing but nasty, sleazy, neighborhood skeezy, way too easy. Be my hoe and I'll be your pimp. Cool nigga strut, the lame a limp. Better make me money 7 days a week. And if somebody asks, you my freak, because bitches never bitches, girls they never freaks, girls they never hoes. 7 days a week, bitches never bitches, girls they never freaks, girls they never hoes. 7 days a week, yellow freaks like Dick Daddy. So pour down your panties and show me that fanny. Your girl's a hoe, but still you claim her. Wild as a beast, only I can tame her. She told me herself she like the dick got through. Hit the pussy so hard, turned her ass black and blue. Add another in my collection. Her nigga was weak, trying to fall in love, sucker with a stone cold freak. Bitches don't like that, that's why you mac on them, kick them and punch them and beat them and smack on them all day, all night till they do you right. Cause a nigga like me, I just fuck your wife for nothing, and nothing in her ass is my pleasure. Leave a nutty ass rubber in your room on your dresser. That's my trademark. I broke your wife's heart, but nothing is gonna happen if your mac from the start. Cause bitches ain't never bitches, girls they never freaks, girls they never hoes. 7 days a week, bitch ain't never bitches, girls they never freaks, girls they never hoes. 7 days a week, I'm the fucking kissing bandit in your neighborhood. I fuck your wife like she wish you would. When you come in, I leave out. I even got my own set of keys to your house. She said I was the
Yep.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X,
What up? What up?
Blatonio Todd,
What up, though?
and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.
What up, though? What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smokers Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Gutta. We got Brother King X, who's going to be joining us soon. We got Blatonio, Todd in the building. We got Rathovgod in the building. You can see
Yo.
What up, though, family? I'm going to blow you up real big so the people can see you and shit. So we just
What up,
little
man?
people on the bottom of the screen, you know what I'm saying? What's good with you, family? Long time. I didn't realize, I didn't put two to two together. I know you. I'm like, I know him. I know him. I know that guy.
I recognize the name too. So that's why I was like, when Gutta and I was talking, it was like, oh man, it's a small world.
We got Andy Christ tapping in. He's
Oh yeah, very, very small world. How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing well. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, I see that hatchet, man. I love it, man. Whoop whoop.
What's up?
Representing.
Okay.
What up, though, Andy Christ? He's our official, the Juggalo member of the Hood Smokers Podcast. Because, you know, we celebrate all genres of hip-hop, not just fucking one certain type, every genre. And we get
What up, though? Long time no see, Andy. Long time no see, Andy.
Andy Christ. Good to see you. He's out there in Denver from Southwest.
Your good buddy of mine, No Pants, wanted me to say hi to you. He hasn't talked to you in a long time, so he just says, what's up?
Tell him I love my ninja.
That's what's up, man.
Hey, dog, I want to come and me and No Pants is about to film a video of us smoking a fuckload of blunts.
No doubt.
That's what's up.
I'm ready.
That'll happen. Yeah, I got blunts rolled up. I've been drinking. I don't usually even drink, dog. But
Load up
tonight, dog, I'm ready to go in out
fucking
this conscious
right now.
motherfucker and shit.
I'm
dog. It's like,
smoking. I've been smoking.
I'm trying to wait for some people to jump in here, but let's not even fuck around. First of all, let them know who you are, the guy. Let them know a little bit about yourself. Put yourself, introduce yourself since you're already on here. Usually we do an introduction, but we got you on here, so
I'm the Rathovgod, and as everybody else will know, my normal introduction is, hello, Scrubs, it's the fucking Rathovgod. I hope everyone in TV land is not sucking Talib Kweli fucking cock. So, yeah, let that out the way.
Right to the point. Yep. Hey.
Wait, what? Did I say his name right? Invalid Coward or Coward Corny or Invalid Kweli? I keep forgetting how to say his name. It's just like, I know I see it all the time, tagging me, but it's just like, he's not really relevant anymore, so it's kind of hard to figure it out. It's just.
I've narrowed it down to talentless koala lately is what I've been calling it.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Talentless koala, because he's no grizzly bear.
No, he's definitely not a hyena no more.
What made him come at you though, bro? Why did he come at you?
He's the lion, we the poachers. That's what I put in the new song I just said to Gutta.
We got an exclusive we gonna drop.
Lion. He can be a lion all he wants, but
I told you we got something special for his bitch ass. Make sure you check out that Kid Vicious diss track on his bitch ass 2 Alien Gang. You know what it is.
Yeah, shout out to Kid Vicious. He definitely done his thing on Talib for sure. He definitely roasted him. That Brenda's Baby song was fucking just insane.
How did he go from Alien Gang to starting shit with Juggalos? That's what I don't get. How did Talib go from fucking with Alien Gang Vicious and then Aaron Villain and then this shit and then jump into the Juggalo scene?
Well, let me take you back in the history about it. Basically, back when I was getting on Instagram, I was following everybody, and I followed a lot of people that I used to listen to in high school, a lot of hip hop artists that I grew up respecting, and he used to be one of those artists that I respected back in the day. So I didn't really, I just got on Instagram like 2 years ago, really started doing the music shit, and just I make my own videos and all that crap, and that's what I use Instagram for, is just to promote my shit. But I'm an opinionated dude about some things, and
I happen to
I
be
follow
that
Talib Kweli,
way too.
and then I know some things about the way he was attacking people and shit like that, and I was supporting some of his shit at first because I was like, oh, look at all these damn Nazis. Like, yeah, expose those motherfuckers. We don't need that shit around here. Like, get rid of those fucking Nazis, because juggalos, we say burn the Confederate flag. Fuck your Confederate flag. We chicken hunt, all that bullshit. Fuck the pedos.
Like,
Fuck
everybody
racism.
knows the history. Yeah,
Fuck all that shit. We ain't down for that shit. So, like, at first I was down for the cause. I was like, yeah, Talib's getting them. But then, like, yeah.
yeah, but he's labeling everybody a Nazi.
And that's what I noticed. So, like, and then one day he posted something about a vaccine, and I'm like, man, I wouldn't be pushing that vaccine. Like, that's making us guinea pigs. That's a test. Like, you should know better than that, Talib. Like, I thought you guys were like aware. Like, I don't know what exactly I said, but it was something like disagreeing with him. And he's like, oh, that's something a Nazi would say. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. Typical.
So I waited a
Quality
few
is
months
what I'm
later, and
saying.
I came back to his page and said something again, like in supporting him for another post when he was actually calling out some real Nazis or somebody who said the N-word. And I was like, yeah, no white person should ever say the N-word, point blank, period. And he's like, don't act like you're on my side, Nazi. You was trying to troll me and you disagreed with me and all this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then that's when I started trolling him. I'm like, all right, fuck you, Kanye Jr. Like, you're washed up. I bet Mel ass hurting from carrying your ass. So, like, after that, I was like, on it. And then, like, I was gonna fucking, trying to play with my name like that. I don't fuck around like that. So I was like, all right, let's see what this dude's made of. So, started seeing him doing it more and more to everybody. And I was just like, I started calling him out when he was doing it. And then, like, he tried to show me some more, and I said some shit back. And then finally, he sent his trolls into my music page and started stalking my music, and they started talking shit on my posts. It had nothing to do with him. So that's when I started posting the memes about him. I made some South Park memes about him, and I thought they were pretty funny, and I thought that, the whole world needed to share, because they pretty much sum them up in one meme. Every single one that I posted. So, and once he got caught wind of that, that's when it was on like Donkey Kong. And now he's trying to crash all the buildings down, but he's just a little man. A little angry man with a mob of angry
And
people.
apparently, I know you followed it. It's like, yeah, he's been making enemies everywhere he goes, which really surprises me. It's like, honestly, it's kind of sad. You know what I mean? I'm sure you know the whole thing. He got beat up in Cleveland and stuff like that. Whatever went down, at first, then after a while, once you have your own butting heads with him and stuff, you realize, dude, you start feeling less sorry for this man.
Exactly. That's what it was. It was like, at first I was like, damn, look at all these motherfuckers that's against him. Like, this poor dude. I'm like, I can't believe it. Like, get him, Talib. And then, like, I'm reading more, and then I see how he's like, I see some of his fans like, Talib, why are you doing this, man? This is not the way. Like, there's a better way to do this. Talib, fuck you, Nazi, get off my fucking page. Like, just like a child throwing a tantrum, just like labeling everybody. And I'm just like, man, that's not right. I'm gonna call him out. Like, he, what's he gonna do? And I was surprised he even like talked back to me. Like, it was a shock.
Yeah. And that was so people way.
I left one comment on the Kid Vicious post, letting them know, like, I told Talib, you need to do your research. You know what I'm saying? Vicious got bars. You can't, to say he's Royce's little brother and he's nobody and shit. In Detroit, we know he is somebody. And I think the world knows that. You know what I'm saying? And he just proved that shit. And I don't think Talib can even step to him and shit.
That's why he erased his account. He erased my account. He erased all these motherfuckers' accounts that he, who was coming out in the last few days. He was actually calling them out on his bullshit. Who had enough balls to take it out of the comment section. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. People took it out of the comments. They put it up. They put him on blast, and he didn't like that, and he censored us all. I woke up my fucking Instagram account that almost had 2,000 followers, which ain't much, but I'm organic. I don't be buying my shit. I don't be getting plays on my YouTube or nothing like that. It's all organic. All my traffic comes from people that saw me and that are fucked up in the head and listen to my shit and who like some crazy ass artwork and some cheesy ass videos. But fucking, I don't know. It's like two different universes. It's like Goku going into fucking, I don't know, the Smurfs and trying to fight the fucking Gargamel.
Yeah.
It's like, where the fuck you come from, dude?
I got pulled up right now. The pictures I was pulling them up. A Kid Vicious, his account was blocked when I went to look him up. I'm like, damn, he ain't got no posts. It shows his shit, but he ain't got no posts. Like, what the fuck happened to his posts? And he's using his family with Meta. Like, I already had people already put me up on game. They had already warned me. Like, he got
He's got
family in it.
a lot of lawyers like in his family and stuff. If you do a little, see, like that's what he doesn't do. He doesn't do his research, but we do our research, and yeah, he's got like family members that are like lawyers or stuff like that.
That's why I beat all those cases, except for the Twitter shit, because Twitter's their own platform. They're not owned by Meta, so they don't have to.
Yeah.
So Twitter was like, "Fuck this," they had enough.
Mm-hmm. And then it makes you wonder, like, for the person who keeps pointing out everyone as a Nazi and stuff, and they start sounding a lot more like a Nazi that they're pointing us out to be, is what I wanted to point out.
Well, when he's going around erasing, nobody artists like me who just, happened to say something in his comments. He could have said anything, but he could have said, fuck off my page, you loser, and I would have left it at that. Like, whatever, dude, and fuck yourself. He could have said anything besides Nazi. You don't call somebody punk, Nazi, or pedo. That's like shit. I don't care if you're online or not, dude. That shit will get you punched in the face in real life, or that shit will get you God smacked in another way.
Yep.
Facts.
We Nazi killers. And that's
We
what
are familiar with
you
that.
know what he said? He ain't calling us Nazis. He called us Nazi
culture
supporters
vultures.
because we had Kid Vicious on the show and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're culture vultures, and we were Nazi supporters. Yeah.
Yeah, we're Nazi supporters.
According to him.
Because he started when I started pulling that Nation of Islam, like, you don't sound like you're a brother from the Nation of Islam, wouldn't speak like this. And then once he did his research a little bit on Brother King X, he'll be tapping in any minute now. Where it's only 8:09, but he started seeing, and he tried to, like, I don't know, he explained himself. It was crazy, dog. Every time he would tag Kid Vicious, Aaron Villain, and us. And I'm like, dog, just quit tagging me in this shit. We don't do this internet gangster shit, all that. You want to come on the show and talk about it? Kid Vicious called him out, said he can come on here. He was like, we can talk about it.
Yep. Which I was going to present to you also, my brother. I was going to present, which I thought you'd have no problem with it. I mentioned it to Gutta. I said, dude, if he chimes in tonight, would you be open to him coming on if he wants to debate everything? Like, he talks shit, we're going to go in on him, but he's got to.
Talib's watching right now. He wants to
I told everybody, man. Like, every juggler that's came to me and everybody that's been like, what's going on? I said, got any questions? I will answer anything. I will debate anybody. I will talk to him like a man, like whatever. Like, I even tried to reason with him a few times, and even with his followers, once his followers start coming, holy shit, you're in for it. Because that's when you got like 40.
You gotta worry more than, yeah,
you got to worry more about them because they come nonstop. Every 2 minutes, my phone was going off with somebody saying some bullshit. And it's just like, just troll accounts. So it's like, once you're labeled a Nazi, you will not be seen. That's the way they do it.
Yeah.
But I'm down to, debate with him. I'm down to talk with him. If he was to pop in, or any of his followers, any of my haters want to come in and say something, I'm down.
If you can contact me, Talib, you can contact me on Facebook under Blatonio Todd. I usually guide people to get in to Discord. I can send you the link. You can contact me at Instagram under Papa Jive. If you don't see Blatonio Todd pop up, hit me up, man. Shit, I'll give my number. I'll give a damn.
Shout out to Gone. They said, "Sup, Rathovgod," in the comments.
What up, man? Peace and love and unity. That's what we believe in. We're all about that shit. And we do it for the hip hop. We do a different genre of hip hop than most, which is definitely a darker, weirder genre. We do talk about sexist, cannibalism, all kinds of odd shit, but. It's all like fun and games and shit. What I rap about is all wrath. Like, if somebody eats somebody, that's wrath of man. If, a whole bunch of people get wiped out, that's wrath of God. It's nothing serious.
What about Talib saying that horrorcore died with the flatline?
Yeah. He tagged ICP, so I'm hoping Violent J will tell him himself, like, fucking look at ICP, $1 million. I think ICP is making more money than he is right now. Because he is the only celebrity right now who is going online, trolling people, trolling nobodies, trolling anybody he can see that disagrees with him, and going back and forth, and now going to the extent where he's going to erase people and try to cancel basically anybody who stands up against him. Like, that is insane. I've never seen nothing so childish in my life. Like, social media has just turned people to crud since, certain presidents came into office. You know what I mean?
Because
The
I
big
was almost
Cheeto.
like, he's just like either damn he's losing his scruples, and I was also tossing the idea to Gutta. I was like, either that or he's a genius. Because like if anything, like by stepping down, he's giving people numbers. So is he secretly like trying to hate, but like boosting us up? Is he doing that on purpose? Because I mean, it's just not a good look on his part, though. No.
No, it's not. But like, I was checking out some of his posts from like someone else's account earlier, and I could see how he posted Aaron and how he got Kid Vicious's account down, how he's bragging about it, fuck around and find out type shit. And the people in the comments, you can just tell they're just fucking hateless, heartless trolls that want nothing to do except just cause division and spread more misinformation. And it's like if you're not 200% on their side, you're a Nazi. They even got posts on their pages. Like it's clear as day. Like what they're trying to do is just crazy. Like, and I'm not even conservative. Like I believe in gun rights and shit, and I believe in responsibility and shit like that. I believe in trans rights. I believe in equality for everybody. I believe in let the rednecks have their guns. Let the fucking potheads smoke their weed. Leave everybody the fuck alone. This is America. Let's be free and shit.
Yeah.
Keep God out of school. Let a woman fucking decide if she wants to have an abortion or not. That's up to her. Just like let the motherfucking conservatives decide if they want a vaccine or not. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not conservative, but I don't want that fucking vaccine. Don't be trying to like
don't force it. Don't force it on people, Bill.
Yeah, and it's just like it's crazy how many people are just so aligned with him, and it's like wow.
Bro, I seen a Mexican dude. He was like, he called me a Nazi. I'm fucking Mexican. What the fuck?
I seen that part of the conversation.
And I seen more people going at Talib on Talib's own shit than I seen Talib's people sticking up for him. And Talib's people even told him that it would be good for hip hop for him to respond, but he won't respond. And we got some shit for his ass too. We're gonna premiere tonight, and we'll play. I got tracks lined up from Rathovgod. We gonna play tonight. So y'all make sure you get ready for that. Cause it ain't all about that bitch ass motherfucking Talib Kweli fucking.
And I'm just giving him that shot. I'm saying it again because if he's tuned in, one of his cronies out there, hey, we got the door open. We'll give him a fair spot and everything. We'll respect him. He respects us. Like we're saying that right now, verbalizing it. Contact me. I'll walk you through, get you in here, give you room to speak. We ain't gonna be doing a shouting match unless he makes it a shouting match back and forth.
All about understanding and let's just talk it out. And you know what I mean? It's like really a misunderstanding. It's just crazy. It's like fucking. Like I said, he could have said anything to me besides the Nazi word. He could have, and a couple other select words, but he could have called me a fucking stupid maggot head loser or a dumb fucking clown, and I would have been like, all right, cool, touche. But when you start trying to defame people, when you start posting them and shit like that, and then you have your people going into other people's posts and talking shit about their music, which has nothing to do. Mind you, my original comment that this started over had nothing to do with race. My music has nothing to do with race. So him calling me a Nazi is totally fucking irrelevant to anything that him and I had any beefs about. And then I did back up Aaron a couple times because I was like, yo, he called you a boy, but like that's a homonym that can be meant so many different ways. Like I understand back in the slave days, that's what the slave masters or slave owners would call them as a disrespectful thing. But you can't cancel a word that is commonly used. Like, you're playing basketball. Yo, boy, I just slam dunked in your mouth or some shit like that. Or you're playing Xbox and shit. Like, that's a very common phrase. It's different than saying the N word or saying something or saying any offensive word towards any ethnicity or nationality. You know what I mean? There's a big difference between that. So like, and the dude's trying to apologize.
Argument and stuff, and you guys are enemies and stuff. Yeah, of course, the last thing you want to do, like right there, because shit. Everybody of every nationality could say that when you're homies and stuff, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Yeah. Right there. That's my boy. So.
But he's like the type.
At this point, I almost want to say, okay, I would never call him like Talib Kweli personally boy because not my boy. It's like
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be careful. I mean, I tell people all the time, you gotta watch what you say because we're hardcore artists, and I ran into the situation before with a personality. Where they said some shit like that was like King Gordy type lyrics, but they said it in someone's DM, and it backfired on him very poorly, and it became a big ordeal. And I had to make a diss track about him because he popped off to me, and it damaged him. You know what I mean? But I had the solid proof. I had the evidence of his text. I posted all the shit. I was like, this is what's going on. This is what's about to happen. And he disrespected me in public. Like, anyone could talk to me in their DMs. They can say whatever the fuck they want. They can say, suck my dick, Rathovgod. Your music fucking sucks. I hope you die. But if you don't say it in public, it will never see the light. I have beefs with a few different artists that, was just in DMs. We had some disagreements or whatever, and it just, and they never said nothing in public. So there's no need to address it. There's no need to fucking post nothing. There's no need to even talk about it. You know what I mean? This is about as far as it gets mentioned. So, but when you start saying shit out in public and you're posting me, you're tagging me, and my people can see it, then that's when it's got to get dealt with. We got to handle it because, like, I'm an old school dude, I'm more like when I was back in my younger days, if I was in school or if I was somewhere locked up or whatever, someone said something, we had a problem, we just go and address it face to face and get it over with. Because I'm not going to be sitting here doing this number, looking over my back, looking over my shoulder every time I turn around, like, fuck all that. I'd rather just address it like a man. So, any of the haters out there got something to say, or anybody, any juggalos, anybody want a question or want to talk, now's your time. Come up on the pedestal and we can, we can talk it out. Because I'm down.
And actually,
always down.
if they're willing to have like a sensible, like debate, not just you suck type stuff. I mean, like for real, you got something that have points. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta have some logic involved.
Yeah, because like, there's a lot of people who just live for coming on here and just be like, you suck.
Yep.
They just live for them. No, I want to hear a reason.
Down any way they can, because
like anybody on this platform, why? Like not just because he's gay. Well, how's he gay? Was he doing it?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Welcome to the show, homeboy. Oh, and I was gonna say, like, now that we are on the platform right here, we can say that pretty much like the starting of horrorcore, if we can agree, like we all have our hands, like somewhere that's dabbled with horrorcore in some way. That for the most part, that's a big insult, to call people from horrorcore Nazis. But really, a lot of the victims that we're killing in these songs and stuff are racist and stuff. We're coming after the rednecks. We're coming after the people that are Nazi type. It's like, can we all agree with that?
The fucking the tyrants, all that bullshit. Like, we don't agree with that shit.
Mm-hmm. Don't stand for
the birds and they fly off and we stick them to their flock. You know what I mean? Like, and I always commend Talib when he's calling out. He had a post where he's calling out an actual Nazi rally during a trans fest or whatever. And I said, yeah, man, I support this shit. And he's like, don't act like you're on my side, you Nazi fucking coward, and da-da-da-da-da. I'm just like, dude, give it a rest, you little boy. Like, I didn't call him that, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, child, just chill the fuck out, bro. Like, seriously, coming unhinged.
Mm-hmm. What up, though, homie?
What up, bro?
What up, though?
Welcome, Brother King Gates. We got Rathovgod in the building. We was talking about, what's his name, Blatonio? What do you call him?
Oh, talentless koala.
Yeah.
Cowardly?
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, though, I'm leaving that door open in case he does have to be watching this stuff. He does have, like, we'll do all the name calling and leave that off the table.
I'm saying, like, I'm here to address shit. I'm always down, like, no doubt on my
that's some false ass shit though to say that even flatliners, like, why would they ain't even start horrorcore, let alone how did it end with them?
No, because if you look at fucking like Hex, like the Hex Masters, there's Scum and all them. Scum is keeping hardcore very much alive. Ouija Mac, he's killing it still. Like all those guys, RBO Trail, Cody Manson, they're all fucking just slaying it right now. Like, hardcore is far from dead. Yeah. It is far from dead. And then the underground, the underdogs like me, we're doing our thing too. Consistency. Yeah. We're coming out. They might think it's dead because they don't understand it.
And that would be something to be interesting with Talib, because I think he's got a very big life.
You rock with the Juggalos. Let them know, like, some of your influences growing up, like your hip hop history, like growing up, so people can understand that Juggalos ain't just ICP. You know what I'm saying? What's some of your influences coming up?
Well, MF Doom and Kuji Rap. Jurassic 5. I was all about the bars and the wordplay. Like I was one of those always looking for my favorite artists based on who could rap the sickest. You know what I mean? So I went through all my different phases. I had my Jay-Z phase. I had my Jada Kiss phase. I had my, but then once I found Coogee Rap and MF Doom, they kind of like capped it off. And then Necro, obviously, he was definitely one of my big influences. And then ICP, like they weren't lyrically like on the same level as some of my favorite artists, but the way they presented this shit and the darkness that they did it, and the style and the stories and the Joker cards and all that shit going around it, like that shit was dope to me. Like that shit resonated with me because I like that dog shit. I'm a very very avid horror fan, and my whole focus with my music is more like I try to keep it retro, 90s video game graphics and shit. So I got a variety of influence, but mostly lyrically it's just like Coogee Rap. I would say Necro and MF Doom, because I try to keep that type of style with the syllables, everything rhyming off each other in my bars. You know what I mean? Different multis and shit, and then a lot of battle rappers as well, like Disaster, Thesaurus, fucking Immaculate, fucking dudes like that. I watched a lot of that shit. So.
But believe it or not, horrorcore have its origins in battle rap.
It happens everywhere. Everyone's got a dark song once in a while.
Battle rap started.
Think about it. Look at all the legends that started off battle that does it. Gangsta Nip. Fast. That's how he ended up being.
Gangsta Nip.
That's how Gangsta Nip ended up doing what he was doing because Houston was big on battling. And it was up saying
like hip hop
shit than the next man.
Like a lot of hip hop, that's how it originated, was from battling. Was always like, it started off with the dancing and going back and forth, and people, was always challenging each other in the streets when they got together because they was too poor to, they didn't go to disco clubs because that wasn't their scene. So back in the 70s or whatever, based on my understanding of hip hop history, it always started out with like friendly competition and bringing people together. KRS-One said hip hop was like unifying the people, bringing them together, and you got somebody like Talib Kweli totally just shitting on that. And KRS-One has performed at the gatherings, at several gatherings. So like, it's like, dude, how you gonna shit on the Juggalos when we're intertwined? Like, I don't. It's just odd. Oddball, weird shit.
There's been a couple times, I think DJ Quick, Corrupt, they got shit thrown at him at the gathering or something like that. What was it? But we was talking to Fat Father and he was like, you know what? Because he was talking about how loyal the Juggalo fans was. And he was like, Fat Father, I don't know if you're familiar with him from Fat Killers, the King Gordy, and then you know what I'm saying, fucking dope ass MC. And he was like, Juggalos Day. He was like, I was at the gathering. He was like, a Juggalo threw a bottle of Faygo up at him at E40 while he was up there rapping. He was like, E40 caught that bitch, threw it back, and didn't miss a bar. Nothing, just kept going and spitting. And shit just kept spitting. And it's like, but there's stories of people getting like disrespected at the gathering, like shit thrown at like legends, like DJ Quick, I think. And who else? Brother King.
That is the thing, though. They do like to throw shit at people.
Correct.
And that's one of the things that I don't agree with that shit. That's kind of, I find that fucking, but that's the way they always done it. They do it as like, they do it if you're killing it. They do it if you suck. Like it's just one of those atmospheres where you know what you're getting into. Like it's like, fucking, you're going to a Travis Scott concert. You're probably gonna get trampled. You just gotta be careful. But no, I'm just kidding. But fucking it's definitely a weird culture as far as how they do that, and I could understand where certain artists would find that disrespectful. I know Dan Brown walked off the stage at one performance or whatever, and it's not for everybody. It's definitely a certain crowd that could that can go in there and be like, yo, I'm just gonna keep rocking with this, and this is just part of the culture. They don't mean disrespect by it. As long as you are actually saying your lyrics, that's the big thing. Like if you're up there like Babytron just fucking lip singing, they're gonna throw shit off you, throw shit at you, and tell you to get off the stage. You know, so it's just it's all based on perception. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hear an echo. Who got their radio up? I hear an echo going on. But shit, you want to get into a track, and then we talked about Talib Kweli and his hating ass, trolling ass. If he want to get on, he knows how to get at us. You know what I'm saying? He got at us, so he knows how to get at us. It is what it is, though. But I actually got a premiere though. But I'm gonna play one of
I was
Rathovgod's
looking
tracks
in that.
first before I play the premiere. Cause damn, I wonder. But Talib's probably trying to get us shut down right now before we can even play music.
Yeah, well, that's what I was doing right now. That's why I was off the thing right now. I went on one of his posts to, because of course he looks at everything. We know that, just to give him, like open up the platform if he's interested. We're live now.
I sent him a
You want to
live
do
too,
it?
so
Yep.
I sent him live. I don't give a fuck. You want to shut
Oh,
us down? You
you
want to
did?
try to shut us down with Meta or whatever the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
But I told him to hit me up if he wants
That's
to see
some hoe
about the
ass
Discord.
shit. That would be some hoe
Come on.
ass shit, dog. That's some hater ass, bitch ass shit, dog. For real. Real talk.
Talib, if you're watching, come on up and talk to the clown. Don't be coming up here with a frown. Let's
Hey,
talk
you're
like men.
welcome. We'll let you on and talk like men, you know what I'm saying? Not like, ain't gonna be no yelling and screaming and all that shit unless you want to get all jumpy and shit. But I don't think you want to get jumpy, Talib.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait a minute.
You a conscious
Just
man, right?
mention me. Hold on. Let's see. What did
Okay.
he say? Hold on.
All right, let's see what Talib's
You
talking about.
say be like,
Let's see what Talib's
Yo, what?
talking about.
My brother Kid Vicious's account got deleted. We all know how that happened, right? So we got this fool, Talib Kweli, who's
all right. Okay. So, yep. He just said we've been apparently we've been controlling them for days. Yeah.
Oh, is that what he said?
Everybody always says the victim thing. These Nazis been told for days they side with so and so and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, no, we don't.
This track coming? Is there this track coming?
I have a present for him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a dedication song. I want to call it a dedication song rather than a diss track.
I think you got a few coming as far as I've heard in the grapevine. I feel like a lot of people feel very strongly about the recent developments. And I'm just waiting to see what plays out. The thing about dissing Kweli is he's been dissed so many times by so many other rappers. Like, I really got to sit back and listen to all these other diss tracks to see what I'm going to say to him to make sure I don't repeat like a parrot, because that's what his fans do. They sound like a bunch of parrots. They come to your page and they squawk. Nazi, 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 you suck, oh, you're ugly, show your face, coward, coward, coward. They squawk like parrots, the same thing he says. So,
Yeah.
fucking, I don't want to do all that shit. So, I want to make sure that nothing's getting repeated when I do mine.
Yeah. So much out there now. So yeah, I had to watch out because actually I was looking at another one that was one before. Like I just discovered about Kid Vicious. Before Kid Vicious, there was this guy Fuego who went in on him, and I was like, damn, I gotta change this line because it was like, yeah, okay. Otherwise, I didn't want it to sound like what that Fuego guy said. I was like, I had something that was
Another
close.
dude named Rifleman who dissed him, I believe, and a couple others. I'd have to pull it up on YouTube, but fucking there's a few of them motherfuckers that just been out there just capping on them hard. Even some people from my camp, because I'm down with No Emotion and Gold Mask and the Killer Wasp, and then I got my Funhouse crew, and we had a guy from one of those cliques already dissed him, and some other people got history with him. So it's not no secret that he's been doing this for a long time. He's just taking advantage of the fact that he's got some money and he's got some people behind the scenes working the platform, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did some experiments on some things. I can't say what I did, but let's just say that I was kind of looking around on some things from a different angle. And I got suspended real quick. And now on my phone, I can't even make an account on Instagram. Like, it just freezes up when I try to do anything. So they're definitely on their shit about that. They definitely got those trolls. They're hackers or something like that, and they're definitely, because my Instagram's been funny ever since I started fucking with them.
Brother Kid Vicious's account got deleted.
Yeah, right here.
Yep.
Kid Vicious Alien Gang for all choirs and features hosted, but it shows nothing else under it. That's it.
And if you look for the Rathovgod, you'll find the same thing. You won't find me. It says user not found, or it just says my name and all my posts, nothing to show.
Well, let's
It's like, yep.
that's fucked up, dog. That he's doing shit like that. Like that's whole shit. And he's making posts
Yeah.
acting like he ain't though. What was that post you sent me? I pulled it up just now, right here. Yeah, like someone fucked around and found out today. Acting.
Yeah. You see, that's why I commented in it. Yeah, if you see it, you see me in there. I gave them a fair civil exchange. Like just contact me if you want to come in there, and you can see it right there. It goes, you Nazi, Nazi lovers been, trolling me 6 days. Like not trolling. I mean, this is like my first time even really, like doing my first texted dude even.
Right. I ain't even played the.
I've been
What you
watching
sent me yet?
unfold
You know what I'm
yet.
saying? So I mean, come on, Talib. Chop it up. We'll write the guy. Let him know. I want to know, dog. I'm curious, dog. Like, why is he calling everybody a Nazi? Like, first he fucked with the alien gang. Shout out Vicious.
Yeah.
Now he's fucking with
Yeah.
Write the guy and the Juggalos and shit. ICP, I heard he was going at them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Got screenshots of everything.
He's been having beef with people in Cleveland, Ohio too, because that was like more on a
he was
personal
calling
level.
me
If you do research,
the Mexican homie a Nazi. And he was like, how the fuck am I a Nazi? I'm Mexican, homie. What the fuck? Like, damn. Like, Talib, what is he reaching for? That's why
No, but homie Gully Black, a fucking Klansman, and Gully Black is what his name says. He's very dark, and he's tall, dark, and handsome, and he's from Philly. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, what, you lost your mind? Like your followers they run with whatever he says. Talib is like this. He's like you remember the perverted kid in school, like I was like. Someone would say something, they always twist it around and make it sexual, like fucking, in science class.
Why'd you say that? Oh God. Like,
Talib
I
is
didn't
the
say
same
nothing.
way, except he does it with racism. He just turns everything you say and twist your words and try to make you as racist as possible, and then that's it. He's got you capped. And there's no debating, there's no logic, there's nothing. Like, it's like, all right. Sometimes I be in a good mood and I try to be like, come on, man, let's just talk about this. This is pointless. We're not accomplishing shit by doing this. And he's just like, fuck you off my page. I see, and it's just like, all right, fuck you, Kanye East, you motherfucker. Eat shit.
Yeah, East.
Hell no.
Because I have a short fuse with people like that. You can't. I just feel like there got to be more accountability for what people say online. You can't just. When like you see the pedo videos where the people going and they call out the pedophiles at the mall and whatever, they've been texting the motherfuckers for a while. They've been they gathering evidence. They built a whole case against them. And they're like, nah, you said this.
Are the same, and that's what I told Talib. I'm like, dog, by trying to say vicious fucks with Nazis is like saying he fucks with little kids. I mean, what the fuck?
Yep.
Like, that's some bullshit. We put that in the same category. He tried to say we weren't Nazis ourselves. We was Nazi supporters for fucking with you, Vicious, the Rathovgod, the underground, hip hop, period. Hip hop, real hip hop. I mean, I thought Talib would understand, but he seems to be like one of the #1 trolls. But as we grow, we learning that a lot of these mainstream artists are trolls. You know what I'm saying? They're key.
Yeah.
A lot of them are.
Yeah, it'll surprise you. Yeah.
Don't meet your idols, kids. Because they're not what they're cracked up to be. They might be crackheads undercover.
Yeah, real talk. Because we have similar shit going on right now with like little Fat Joey Butt Crack, and Tony Sunshine and shit. But you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about them though. We ain't talking about them right now. We talking about fucking Talib's motherfucking. I can't say the name though. I always be fucking it up. But
Talib.
just to get high,
Talib Kweli.
I was in prison. I remember that shit used to play on the radio, and I used to be like, "Damn, this shit's tight." Like, damn, Talib.
Yo, I even remember I remember the opening.
I messed around with the name a little bit. You know, I did do the talentless koala.
I know Brother Key
toilet.
was a fan. Shit.
Yep.
I remember when he first, like after the Raucous album, after the Raucous fucking shit, he fucking came out with the Reflection Eternal with High Tech, and I remember like the first song when he was like, "What's with the melodrama? Others want to come up in my shit like a helicopter," whatever the fuck he said. Like I used to remember that shit word by word, like fucking, and I was bumping that shit. And then when they came out with Black Star and the fucking, you know, with Common and all that, so, you know, years later, like once I fucking started, you know, doing my hip hop online, I started like getting into the music shit. I started following fellow artists, and I saw him. I saw him through Common, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna follow him and see what he's up to. And I see all this shit, and I'm like, wow, this guy's really like got some enemies. And I see why, because he just brings it to himself. Like I don't know if he's getting paid by the platform to do this, to keep like traffic on his page, because, you know, controversy sells. Obviously, we all know that. Like you get more clicks when you got people fighting and you got people agreeing. You know, that's a well-known fact. Like social media is bringing out the worst in human ethics. You know, there's no question about that. And people can just, like I said, there's no accountability. You got all these keyboard warriors who, you know, normally would hide in their house and not say shit. They wouldn't go outside and play. Now they got a platform to say whatever the fuck they want, and they can just put it out there. And some of them are just pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like Talib fans. They're all pieces of shit. Like, if you support him, you're weak. You're weak in your heart. You got no soul. You just make your whole day trolling people. You're definitely a fucking loser. But I went head to head with him because I told him, like, I ain't scared. Like, I'll troll you back. You can't out-clown a clown. Like, I fucking, you know, you can't hurt my feelings.
Real talk. You can't out-clown a clown.
So it's all jokes to me. Like I was in this other interview and I was telling this guy, like, this shit's a comedy act. Like I could see him doing like a Dave Chappelle or a Saturday Night Live skit where Talib's sitting there, he's in a classroom or something, and he's trying to like teach a lesson, and the kid's like, well, what about this? He's like, you're gonna grow up to be a Nazi lover. I can see it right now, kid. There you go. There's the next white supremacist colonizer.
We got to talk, man. Yeah, definitely. I was just thinking of almost a skit, a little bit of Talib Kweli working at Starbucks, and somebody asked for their, you know,
anything, dude. Like you can apply it's like one of those universal situations. You can apply it to anything in life, where someone just throwing a temper tantrum, but someone asking a question. That's what it comes down to.
What? Why do you want white in your coffee? Why do you want white in your coffee? Oh,
yeah. You want a Columbia, you fucking Nazi?
Fuck out of my Starbucks. We got the juggalos in the building. If you ain't up on Rathovgod, make sure you get up on them. I left the links out there in the description, so y'all can go check them out. So make sure you check them out if you ain't already up on them. Why we play the track, though? What track should we play? Let's play some music. We ain't playing no music. Let's play some
music. Yeah, actually, if you can put the track on, man.
Why don't we go ahead?
Yeah, go for it.
And then we'll jump to some Rathovgod music. That's some track. Alright, this is Premier right here. Who's this from? I'll let you announce it. Go ahead, Blatonio, announce it.
Go ahead, this Blatonio time, man. It was gonna be no pants, but then it just like kind of screw it, where it is what it is. No pants, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I wanna just dedicate this to hip hop legend Talib Kweli for showing us his true colors, whatever that may be. Actually, screw that, screw him too. Blatonio! Talib Kweli, why are you such a salty, bitter dude? I think probably cause no one's top 3 is ever you. You're constantly tossing the term Nazi on everybody very falsely. That lost me, huh? Now just watch me. I'll have your melanin tremble until you're as light as Eminem. Then introduce your white rectum to 5% of my Timberland. You simpleton just forfeit, put a fork in it. You're a hypocrite, like a final cost slip with a side order of pork riblets. No disrespect to Islam, but what you're doing is lame. I slam Talib's name with wordplay like a kid's game. This talentless quality is toilet quality, so stick to rapping subconsciously let Dave Chappelle do comedy. Cause honestly, you're looking like a joke, and it ain't funny. Like when you pretend to have a white friend, you pay him money who had part in Black Star. I'm glad you made it that far, but most Def's the one who had bars and became an actor. So as far as you, what's your excuse? Ain't nobody racist but you. You hung your own career with a noose, but you're trying to insult us, trying to call us culture vultures. You don't know us, you the lion, we the poachers, we the hood smokers. We told you Kid Vicious ain't the one to toy with. So if you were hoping to get it roisted, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, boy.
That's it.
That was hard.
Here, because I always have trouble hearing anything that's playing like when it's on where it is. Everybody else could probably hear it, but I didn't pretty much.
I could hear it. I could hear it some, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that strong. But yeah, I could hear. I caught some of the lines, and I'm like, yeah, he's going in.
Pretty much is like just. Anybody who was watching it, they could hear it clear. I don't know if you heard it like clear. Just pretty much went in that whole thing, like what everything we covered, like Talib Kweli is a salty bit of dude. I think probably because no one's free is ever you constantly term Nazi and everybody very falsely that lost me, not just watch me. I have your man trembling like just as light as Eminem that white rectum for my Timberland.
Conscious mad rapper.
Yeah, conscious mad rapper and stuff, but can't handle it when it comes down to people who are actually putting different people.
No, you definitely can't handle no criticism. You can't handle nothing. Like even when his fans are like, Talib, like just calm down, man, peace and love. He's like, you're supporting Nazis, you're enabling them. Like you're not saying something. Silence is part of the problem.
Yeah, because one of my lines I really meant when I put it in there, and I had to reword it the way it was. Just like they'll call it a mistake. Then I go, you're a hypocrite, like a final call slip with a side of pork ribs. Like, well, no nation don't support no pork like that, but
no, hell no, we don't.
Oh, see, so what I'm saying, all respectfully, right there is like Talib is almost like, hey brother, you want some bacon? Is pretty much the way I see Talib is almost the way he gets down with it. Just, it's okay for this, but not that, So,
yeah, that's why he ain't call us Nazis. He called us
supporters of it. Yeah.
Supporting Kid Vicious, which is a joke, dog. I find that funny.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? He's farthest thing from a Nazi, dog. Real talk.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, when I first seen that shit, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is, and then I was like, he's talking to Royce's brother like that? Like, this is crazy. Like, this dude is definitely just lost it. So that's when I said something like, nah, dude, like, that's fucking, like, this is that, and this is this. Why you always doing this, man? Like, why you always trying to push this division agenda? Like, this is what the rich white man wants, dude. Like, you're doing exactly what they want to do, what they want us to do is fight. And same thing. You can't say nothing.
Racist terms on him too. He's using terms on him too. That racist, like calling Kid Vicious. Called him a bootlicker and stuff like that, which that's very freaking offensive too. And inaccurate.
It's just what he does. They have their terms, and that's what they just immediately rush to him, and they label you that shit, and then they tag you in every goddamn post. Like I'm sure he's gonna post this, and then you're gonna be seeing all kinds of hate again and whatever. Bring it on, because I'm used to it. It's not my first radio. It's definitely. I hope it'd be my last, because I was planning on getting away from all this bullshit one day. Like as far as the battling online and trolling these fucking dumbass goofies. But I guess that's all the work of a fucking underground clown. I call myself the clown. I don't like school bullies. I never did.
Do you feel honored that he chose you to come out of everybody? I've had similar things happen with like Benzino, where he chose me out of all these other motherfucking artists and MCs. He come at me and I did this track. We had our thing. They went back and forth. Whatever this shit is, what it is. I don't know if he and Benzino was gonna squash it, but. You feel honored like he chose you out of everybody to come at like that. Like this Talib Kweli, he's a hip hop legend. He fucks with Dave Chappelle, Most Def, Black Thought.
Yeah. I mean, Black Thought, he's a beast. I always listened to the Roots growing up. You know, they were another one of my favorite groups. You know, Questlove and Black Thought, and I was always a big fan of this shit growing up. And fucking, it's just crazy. Like some of these people that I've listened to growing up now, they gave me the time of day. Like I couldn't even believe it. I was like, this dude talking to me. Like this, I didn't even think it was him for a long time. Like Kid Vicious said, like I thought it was like some kid running his account just going haywire. But then like, you know, I seen the interview with Kid Vicious on some other shit talking to somebody else, and you know, I guess Talib called Royce. Sorry. He called Royce and said something, and that's when I knew it was like, they didn't really discuss what was said all the way, but, you know, that's how we knew it was him. So, and plus you go on his music post, you notice he doesn't get that much interaction, but you go on his troll post, he gets all this interaction, but you go say something on his music post, he'll call you a Nazi there too, so. It's just the nature of the week, the beast.
Jump to the track.
Let's go.
How about General Genocide?
General Genocide, that's a good one. So that's the newest drop.
Alright, tell them something about it.
What's that? I missed that part. So the song is basically about a cannibal serial killer that thinks he's God, and in his mind he's, you know, cleansing the world with the human race by eating his victims and having them chained up in the basement. So he's going through like this whole thought process of, you know, how he's going to cook them and how, you know, this is meant to be, how he, you know, he just felt like he fell from the sky and now everybody thinks he's the devil. So he's going to show him the devil. He's going to show him what it is, and he's basically God, serial killer in his own mind, trying to destroy the human race in his own like psychopathic, pathological, sociopath mind.
Turn it up. I mute my mic. Y'all turn that shit up. Let's go.
People like me today.
You did it again!
Some kind of horrible
No!
trance,
This
dream.
is Frank! I wouldn't have to act so much, but it's a maniac inside. A maniac inside. A psychopath that's right. He may not act so wise. He got a brainiac disguise. A brainiac disguise. He may just have to hide. He came in with the 9, then he tried to suicide. But the fool wouldn't die. The power of the dollar make you smite a human life. I'm the general of genocide. I was a deity until I was demoralized. There is no free speech, I was demonetized. Fall into a deep sleep, cause I don't sleep most nights. Another victim, she screams, I try to keep those quiet. Decompose and deceased as the weeks go by. See the stove in the grease, cause their meat's gon' fry. In my basement, go deep, you hear those people cry. They all can agree, we gon' die. I wouldn't have to act so much, but it's a maniac inside. A maniac inside. A psychopath that's right. He may not act so wise. He got a brainiac disguise. A brainiac disguise. He may just have to hide. He came in with the 9, then he tried to suicide. But the fool wouldn't die. The power of the dollar make you smite a human life. I'm the general of genocide. Wanted for manslaughter, son, woman, and daughter. Grandson, granddaughters, even their grandfather. Life comes crashing down like Bam's partner. Look, there goes that clown. I think he is a damn starter. Your bitch, she's in the ground. I'ma get my hands on her. I'll stick this in her mouth. That way she can't holler. The bitch will make a sound, but she can't stand longer. History goes around, it makes the skin tan darker. I wouldn't have to act so much, but it's a maniac inside. A maniac inside. A psychopath that's right. He may not act so wise. He got a brainiac disguise. A brainiac disguise. He may just have to hide. He came in with the 9 and he tried to suicide. But the fool wouldn't die. The power of the dollar make you smite a human life. I'm the general of genocide.
Dangerous impulses are being fueled day in and day out by violence in the media in its various forms.
Horrors.
That was Rathovgod. Genocide. Links down there. D-Copper said, what up, though, Rathovgod?
What up, brother?
You know what? That's funny, because that was one of Hallucinate's alias, the genocide general.
Rathovgod's probably familiar with Hallucinate more than Brother King X. You know who Hallucinate is? Are you familiar?
No, I'm not. I have to look him up.
Oh, all right. I thought you might be with the horror for. But the link's down there in the description, y'all. Make sure you check it out. I don't know what happened to Blatonio, Todd. We was talking about that one motherfucker. What's his name?
I don't know what's going on with Discord, but Discord tripping, bro. It like they disconnected me like a couple of times, bro.
Yeah, man, it's been like choppy and shit too over here. I'm sure they're fucking trying to do something. You know what I mean? They're probably like mixed up with China or some shit and fucking hacking into it.
It's Talib and his meta family and shit. They all up in this bitch, getting all up in there and shit. Then we got Blatonio Todd in the building.
But
Whoa.
I see you got the Talib Kweli fucking screensaver.
Of course.
Why don't
I think I pissed
off
off actually. I think I pissed
play
him off.
back one more time?
All right. I think I
A
pissed
couple
him
more
off.
eyeballs pop down. Let's see if, in case they missed this. Check this out. Exclusive. You can't hear it nowhere else. We got Rathovgod in here. This is by Blatonio Todd. Fuck you,
let's go.
Talib. Let's go.
Get at him. Get him.
Little play. Hold on. Maybe I gotta minimize it.
Yeah, I wanna just dedicate this to hip-hop legend Talib Kweli for showing us his true colors, whatever that may be. Actually, screw that, screw him too. Blatonio! Talib Kweli, why are you such a salty, bitter dude? I think probably cause no one's top 3 is ever you. You're constantly tossing the term Nazi on everybody very falsely. That lost me, now just watch me. I'll have your melanin tremble until you're as light as Eminem. Then introduce your white rectum to 5% of my Timberland. You simpleton, just forfeit, put a fork in it. You're a hypocrite, like a final cost slip with a side order of pork riblets. No disrespect to Islam, but what you're doing is lame. I slam Talib's name with wordplay like a kid's game. This talentless quality is toilet quality. So stick to rapping consciously, let Dave Chappelle do comedy. Cause honestly, you're looking like a joke, and it ain't funny. Like when you pretend to have a white friend, you pay him money who had part in Black Star. I'm glad you made it that far, but most deaf's the one who had bars and became an actor. So as far as you, what's your excuse? Ain't nobody racist but you. You hung your own career with a noose, but you're trying to insult us, trying to call us culture vultures. You don't know us, you the lion, we the poachers, we the hood smokers. We told you kid vicious ain't the one to toy with. So if you were hoping to get it royced, this I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
We disappointed in you. And you ain't responded.
No.
Like the kid shit. He should have responded to kid shit by now.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing, you know. It's like because what is this game? It's hip hop. You gotta expect it, and you know, that's a powerhouse coming at you too. So it's like, you know, I don't understand, you know, like, you know, if somebody ain't coming in and it's weak and stuff, don't respond to that. But come on, man, this is Kid Vicious. It was dope as fuck. You have to respond, man.
Yeah, I mean, he responded to Remedy Wu and he responded to Diabolic. I mean, Diabolic still crushed him. Like, it was just like an uneven match. Like, you know what I mean? Diabolic said this line about, you know, you talk about culture vultures. The only vultures you see is the one around your career's graveyard or some shit like that. Like, just totally annihilated him. And Talib came back with, like, some freedom fighter shit. Like, you know, he had a couple bars, but they weren't popping like that.
Mm-hmm.
So... But he ain't a battle rapper, so he doesn't need to be fucking with people who like it, you know, who can actually rap and you know, keep it, you know, versatile.
Yeah.
Because I don't just do hardcore. I can do hip hop. I can do a mix of everything. You know, I got a couple different tracks that are more like lighthearted, but I always stay in character. You know what I mean? But I always try to keep like a breakdown of multis and some metaphors and some shock value into it, or something that's gonna like make you laugh or make you be like, what the fuck? So,
Yeah.
but I always, you know, I fuck with any type of beat for the most part. So he's got to realize that some people are just straight up hyenas on the mic, and I don't think he's one of them, honestly. Like, yeah,
No. Nah.
so
He
he's
makes
staying
more
in the
enemies,
lane.
you know, like when he's making
That
friends
tour,
and allies and stuff. Yeah.
shout out to Tur, said Crybaby Tally Boy. I'm guessing the Crybaby Tally Boy is Talib Kweli. Tally. Shout out to the Tour though. Make sure you subscribe. Go down there and check out Rathovgod. Hit and
Yeah.
subscribe to him too and shit.
Yeah. And
Not on
actually,
Instagram though
let,
because this little bitch got meta unlocked somehow. He got his hands in that shit. He like gripping that shit. Like,
Yep, you will get your account deleted
yeah,
real quick.
real talk.
now let's take a Talib Kweli vacation for a minute. Let's go back to this hip hop thing in the first place, because I mean, all right, he's giving us clout. Let's just go back to, you know, we got Wrath of God right here. How long you been doing music for? Have you always been doing horrorcore? Give us a little brief summary about what you about.
So
Like
I've always been like that kid in school that would take your favorite song and turn it into I make my own words up as I go and make the kids laugh. So like I guess that was like, you know, the first time I ever freestyled. That was back in like first grade and shit, in a sense, you know. But that's a corny example. But I've always been like into music, playing like pianos and shit like that. And I was making my own beats for a little while back when I was like, I want to say 16. I got my first Tascam multi-tracker. It was a tape recorder where you literally had to, you know, you play the keyboard the whole fucking time for whatever the hell long your beat wanted to be. There was no looping.
yeah,
You didn't loop
yeah,
that shit. You played the keyboard the whole fucking time, then you rewind the tape, then you go back, put on another track, then you record over it and you lay over the tape. And that's the way I used to make my beats back in the days. I don't make beats anymore, so I just buy them off of certain producers I know, and I just fucking. I've been doing it for since I want to say I started doing that back when I was 18, and off
yeah.
and on, like, you know, I fell into some issues. I was out in Tennessee for like 10 years, got in some trouble, whatnot. So in and out of some situations and came out good. Fucking you know, being a knucklehead back in the days, and then I got serious about it like 2-3 years ago now. Going on, I met some good people, some younger cats that, you know, feel inspired by what I'm doing and like the way that I presented things. And we created Funhouse Productions, which is basically a bunch of content creators. It's not a record label. We create content and we promote each other and we support each other and we make art together. And like I said, like, so it's been 3 years since I started Funhouse, and we got like 6 or 7 members and people that work behind the scenes. And then I'm with Occult 93. I'm also doing some shit with Fourth Dimension, and like I said, the Killer Wasp and No Emotion and the Gods. So you can find me every Sunday on their channel doing the listening party, and I always submit a new video. That's why I have so much content on my YouTube in such a short time, because I usually make a video every week and I post it every Sunday. So
That's good.
well, I don't really push my Spotify as much as I should, but you can find me on Spotify, all the platforms for the older music. I got a new album with some older songs that I already released that is more lighthearted coming out. That will be on all platforms soon. But if you want to find the crazy videos that I animate, I make them all myself for the most part, except for a few that I hire some people for. If you want to catch the videos, YouTube's the best place. And other than that, you know, catch me on Instagram. I'm gonna get my shit back loaded up and just look for Rathovgod the Class Clown. You can just Google me. Really, like, it's such a unique name that's why I chose it. And that was my name since high school. I've always, like I said, I was battle rapping back in high school. I was in Boston Arts Academy. I grew up in Common Square, Dorchester, right in the middle of smack dead in the hood. Like, you know, we had a guy. I came out 4th of July one day. We had a dude with his head blown off during the fireworks, because during the fireworks, that's when the gun goes off. You know, That's how it is when I was growing up. You know what I mean?
That's
So
why I'm glad
that,
we got you on here because that's what I was talking
That
about.
sounds
Some
wow.
juggalos
That
get
sounds north,
they
like that.
get labeled like they only fuck with ICP. That's it, like psychopathic related. But actually, there's juggalos that actually, you know what I'm saying, got love for the hip hop. It is a genre, and that's why I'm glad
Exactly.
we have
Needs to be
juggalo
seen.
artists on
Needs
here
to be seen.
because it is a
Yeah.
genre. We have every genre. We celebrate every genre of hip hop and wicked shit, horrorcore, whatever you the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But shit's still going hard, dog. And Talib,
Yep.
for you to say it died with fucking flatliners, that's just some fucking whack ass fucking.
I mean, that right there is a lie. That just like totally kills his credibility and all his claims right there because he doesn't even know what hip hop he's talking about.
No. Does he even know who Gangsta Nip is? Because I just don't. I think he's very limited on
Right.
his not the four core hip hop is really what I'm willing to break it down
Gangsta
to
Nip.
civilly with him.
I mean, I don't think he's aware that Violent J, Esham, and fucking Ouija Mac are touring right now all over the fucking place as the three-headed monster. Like they just dropped a new fucking song. Like,
Nigga make some more than
hardcore is far from dead right now. Everybody, like I said, all these creative artists, like Same Poetry, Scum, fucking Darby Trill, fucking, all the dudes are going strong every day. I see them posting. They got new songs. Fucking, it's just wild. Like you got so many different talent out there. I'm meeting new people every day that just fucking who does hardcore that I wasn't aware of yet. That I'm just discovering. Like we're out here strong, and a lot of us. There's some people like. A lot of people got the stigmatism about there's a stereotype about hardcore is this angry weirdo music where they have piss poor bars and shitty delivery, and that is the case. There are some hardcore artists that you don't use their words that right as far as a methodical way to put the rhymes together. They don't structure no verbs, or they just say whatever and they try to make it rhyme, and it's like yeah, that's okay. But there's some actual fucking hyenas that's in the hardcore industry. Don't let that bullshit fool you. There's some
Yeah.
motherfuckers that will eat you up in here that easily. That
Well,
they
just
got bars for
give me
days.
some of
They're
your
spitters.
top five,
That's
top
what we're
five
trying to tell people.
inspirations. Top five,
But
top five inspirations, real quick. Top
Top
five.
five, I gotta say. So I want to say MF Doom would probably be one of my top. Of course, Nas is in there. Big L, definitely fucking Big L, Big Pun. And for my last one, I gotta say maybe M.
all right.
Maybe Eminem at the fifth spot. But it
You ain't
depends. Like,
you ain't
No, I'm
say
gonna
Eminem
have
because
to
we're a
throw it in like
Detroit
what's your
podcast, bro. You ain't gotta say
horror,
it.
like top five horrorcore artists that you would put in there? Because like okay, hip hop, but
well, definitely I'd say, I gotta say, well, of course I would put myself in there, but that's everybody. If you believe in yourself and you got confidence in what you do, but
expected.
without including myself in that list, I would say, that's a tough one. I gotta say off the top of my head, Brother Lynch probably. Fucking Gmo's pretty sick with it. Um, fuck. Put me on the spot with this one.
Sorry.
Nah, you're good. You're good. I just got a mind fart right now because I've been thinking about shit all day. When you play with shit, you get it on your hands, you smell it all day. So Talib Kweli is that type of shit, that quality
Yeah.
shit that you get all over you. So I got fart for brains at the moment. But
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah, I mean he took it back. He took
yeah,
it back.
Coogee rap when he's doing the hardcore shit, like he's always switching it back and forth. Like fucking what was that one song? Home Sweet Funeral Home. Like come on, man, with fucking Jinx the Juvie.
Oh, that was horrorcore. Yeah, that was horrorcore for sure. Yep.
Fucking so I gotta say, fucking Bushwick Bill, fucking in the Ghetto Boys. I mean, we got groups, fucking
rest in peace, Bushwick Bill, for sure.
fucking.
So
I know. I'm doing it injustice because there's someone on my mind that I'm trying to think of, and I had them at the beginning, and they slipped from my head. But man, there's just so many good artists out there. How many at? Like three right now.
I think you had three, yeah. I mean, but I always give everybody that, like there's always gotta be that one you might mention later
My
on.
shit changes like every day. Every day.
Yeah, that's my thing because I'm always like,
Because the ones who make it first are usually the ones, of course, it never changes. Like you usually have three that you'll mention right off the bat, and then it gets tougher after. Yeah.
I mean, I say Tech Nine's pretty solid in my book, and Chino XL, he's done his fair share. Uh, Chino XL was another one that I really enjoyed listening to growing up. That's always been like, just consistently just killing it. Everything he
Yeah.
does, you know what I mean? Like from his artwork, and I actually listen to a lot of other people besides hardcore. Like, I like Aesop Rock. I fuck with
Yeah.
a lot of different shit. Like fucking anyone who's got a good visual. Like I said, J5, Jurassic 5 was one of my favorite groups growing up. Fucking so like I was always inspired by all these different artists. Black Alicious was another one. Fucking Gift the Gab. All those old school fucking artists. That was what made me fall in love with hip hop in the first place, because they was the ones that was really like taking the bars to the next level and putting so many different words in their schemes and making them just da 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 da. And they were saying something, where nowadays it's like some people just don't say shit.
Yeah. Now, speaking of that, is there anybody you fuck with in that current thing? Because we know there's that big old generation gap, and like there's a lot of stuff where there's just like people don't talk about that, or it's just kind of like they just don't fuck with it. Is there anybody you fuck with?
Like Trippie Redd, dude. Like I get my moves, man. I'm a musical guy. I like a little bit of rock and roll and shit. I was listening to Travis Scott back when he first came out. A few of his jams, like the Antidote song. I'm a big fan of Trippie Redd. I like his melodies. Fucking Little Uzi Vert. Like, there's some mainstream artists, they don't always have the bars, but then I notice that they are progressing. When I hear their newest shit, I'm like, oh, okay, he's paying attention. Lil Wayne, he's another one. Fucking, he's always been killing it back in the Hot Boys days. So, fucking, I got my ear to everything. I listen to a little bit of everything, so fucking, I always try to stay up and up, like. And I want to make one thing clear. Like Talib said in his post, that I love No Jumper. I support No Jumper, but unlike everybody else, like we all like controversy. We're just watching it to see people make fools of themselves and I heard some shit about the host Adam 22 or whatever. I want to see him get exposed too. Like, I'm all for exposing fucking Nazi pedos. Anybody talking to minors, like, yeah, get them the fuck out of there. Especially if they got a platform. Get them the fuck out of there, bro. They don't need to be. They don't need to be seen.
Yeah, because I don't know if you're referring to the same thing I've been noticing, because like, well, Lil Pump, of course, that's a hero of my, someone closely related to me, Lil No Pants, if you're familiar with him. And well, recently, I guess Lil Pump has been talking about some stuff that happened on his first tour about Adam, like definitely trying to hook up with chicks that was, Lil Pump's age at that time, were like 14. I'm like, ah, dang, better.
Like shit like that. Like,
you should be trying to hook up with the fan's mom or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't hook up with the groupies. You hook up with the boys.
They got a mom that probably looks just like her.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm married, so I don't have to worry about no shit like that, because this clown would be down in the ground if that was to happen. But so I don't have to worry about that if I was ever touring and shit like that. But fucking yeah, man, it's just don't get wrapped up in that shit. Like I said, you really gotta watch what you get. You gotta be accountable for yourself and everything you say you do nowadays, especially online. Like, because it's always gonna be there. It's gonna come back to get you, unless if you say something like Talib Kweli, then he deletes it, then it's gone forever. But that's a different story. But you just gotta be. You can't just go out and run your mouth. It was just like when I was in a certain situation, I was in a place where I was staying somewhere. I wasn't allowed to come out but 1 hour a day. But there was times where you was able to come out, say you was coming back from court or something. That motherfucker was running their mouth at your door all the time, saying this and that, and they can't do nothing because you got a door in between you. They might be out in their hour while you're coming back from court, and guess what? There's no time for talking then. You take care of it right then and there. Whether the guards are watching, you got to fight it out because that's your only one opportunity to do it, man. And that's the way you got to do it sometimes. It's like I look at life like that, dude. Like don't say it online if you ain't gonna do it in real life. Don't say nothing if you ain't gonna do it. I was always taught that shit, and that's why when I'm talking to my artists and stuff, and if we're trolling somebody or somebody's saying shit, like we've had people say death threats to us and shit before, say they was gonna rape us and all kinds of shit. I don't say
Great,
nothing bad about
great.
that because I know it's like when I see you in the streets, it's a different story because I don't want nobody to have proof of what may occur. Because if you come at me, I'm gonna fuck you up. Because that's the
Yeah,
type of dude I am. Like I don't play that shit. I will fuck you up in real
yeah,
life. I'm not one of those type of cats that's gonna sit there and type all these threats. I'm not gonna talk about physically fighting somebody online because there's no need for that. It, just like in real life, there's no need to talk about it. If you're down to do it, you got the capabilities. You're in the area. By all means, meet up and take care of it and squash that shit and move on or whatever you
yeah,
got to do to take care of it. So all this going back online, if it's not like trolling somebody and making comedy gold, because that's what I do. I embarrass these motherfuckers. I'll make jokes out of them, then I'll post it so people get laughs out of
no,
it, and people come to me and say, "Yo, I don't know what's going on with you and this one or you and Talib Kweli, but it's fucking entertaining the shit out of me." And I'm like,
yeah.
"All right, so let's rock and roll."
But because
So
that's
it's
what
all
makes
about
me question it.
entertainment to
That's
me
why
at
I want
the
to know
end
about
of the
him. Is
day.
like, is he doing this secretly? Is that what he's doing? Is it a strategy, or is he really legit? Like lost his mind. That's
He's lost his mind because he's not only posting underground artists. That's the thing. He's posting like just normal people. Like he posted his grandma one day who spoke in someone's defense and had all his people like going at her, and she just was like, "Listen, I'm not a Nazi. Like that's my grandson. And he's not. We're not Nazis. Like you took something out of context and you twisting it around. I forget exactly what it was. I got screenshots on another phone from all that shit. I got
yeah,
screenshots of ways like these dudes. They chirp every 5 to 2 minutes at me.
yeah.
It was crazy. Like they were obsessed. They were posting me all these fucking. You go on this one dude Shells or whatever the fuck. You go on this motherfucker's accounts. He got pictures of me and Ghoulie Black fucking posting us saying look at this Nazi shit and all kinds of shit. Fucking.
Really.
It's like you got
So
nothing
this
better
guy,
to do than try to break people down.
so they go on a campaign. They like actually take this serious and make this like they have no life, so they got to do that. And wow, okay,
Oh yeah, I
that's
got photos of that too. That's the thing, like people like, oh, and a lot of people's gonna say like, oh, well, why'd you go on tell? People want to come on tell his post and argue with him. No, we were fans that asked the question and we got insulted and then fucking defamed. Like you're slandering people. No one's playing the victim but you, dude. You turn around and be like, oh no, they're attacking a black man. They're coming at a black man like racist and supporting this and supporting that. Nah, dude, we just questioning why are you acting like this? This is crazy. Like why
yeah,
if they're not real Nazis, like if they're not at the rally, you don't get their fucking names and information. You don't got unequivocal proof that they are what you say they are. Why are you posting them? Like when you're posting about a Klan rally, then yeah, that's all good. Now get their fucking names and put them out there and get them. Let's
and
get them exposed.
check them,
When you're
check
posting
them.
people who just like said, hey man, I don't think this is a good idea. Or, I think I disagree with this post, or I think we should wait on the vaccine, or we need to do we need to do some more research, or do your research. Probably this ain't like that. Whatever your argument with it don't matter what you say. Any slight disagreement, he's just gonna label you as an enemy, and I think
Yeah.
he just thrives off that shit personally.
And that's what
Like,
I'm starting to see too, because I've been doing my research, which he clearly doesn't do his research on anything that he goes in on, and
nope.
I think he thinks it just is free and it doesn't go away. It's like we're still here.
Yeah, he's got all these
So like
people
you said,
backing him.
also
That's
like
the
what
thing.
you were
He's got
saying,
this.
back to what you said. Also, you said about like when there's that wall, there's that gate. But when you got the opportunity and the gate ain't there, and you find your opportunity, it's kind of like Jeffrey Dahmer learned his own freaking demise. Like freaking heck, he was left that little bit of time. That dude took advantage, beat him down with the.
Oh yeah, I've seen it, man. I've seen where I was in a situation where I was in court with somebody, and this was down south, and this dude was from like Philadelphia, big old dude, and we was kicking it at first. Everything was cool and shit, and he was talking to me, and I felt like, oh yeah, we're from up north, so this dude seems pretty cool. Well, we get in front of the judge. Guess what? The judge starts reading his charges: child molestation, all this pedophilia shit, and so fucking, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then I
Yeah.
got bad news that day. I knew I was staying and shit, and a couple other people. And the guards kind of like gave him this smug look, and they took four of us and him in the back room, and said, "Have fun, fellas." And then they came in and pepper sprayed us and shit. It was like they did it on purpose. They knew that he was gonna get it because now I was like, oh, okay. Now that we know what you're about, you know, and the cops just knew that was gonna go down, and that gave him an opportunity to give him something to do today, and say that we was having being misbehaving, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
So
No,
you know,
so you're from Connecticut? Like born raised?
No, I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay. I catch the accent. I have an uncle actually from Boston as well.
And it's funny you say Connecticut because I recall back like when Tyler first called me that name, and I kind of like fell back for a bit because I was just like, all right, I'm not gonna argue with this dude. But then I was like, still like following him because I was curious, I'm like, and I'm looking at all the fights and shit. And I'm like, wow, this dude is really fucking going to town on these people, and I'm trying to just figure out what's what, like what's going on and shit. But he even when I remember said something about people in Connecticut suck or there's nothing in Connecticut. I know he said it as a joke, and some people like got mad and shit. But like I recall he did call Chris Webby a Nazi at one time, and that's when I was kind of like, wow, this dude is really
He's
pushing
lost
his ball sack around and trying to like throw it on the counter like on some disrespect, fuck you shit. So
Yeah.
then that's when I was like, I would start chiming in on his posts here and there, and then I decided he started going at me when I wasn't even disrespecting him, and that's when I started just getting real disrespectful with him, like fuck you and shit. And I just became one of those people who was just like, I'm gonna call him out every time he calls somebody out, wrongly, and
Yeah.
every time or somebody says something to him like, oh what, and ask him a question, I would go to that person, I'd be like, oh, you fucked up now, he's gonna call you a Nazi, be ready. And sure enough, he called us both Nazis.
So pretty much he came at you guys, or he came at your camp, like before even like the Kid Vicious thing came up, is what I'm taking it, right?
Well, I didn't have a camp. I was just somebody who was just in his comments as an individual, just like, disagreeing on one of his posts after I was watching him for so long, and I was just like, it was about a vaccine. I was just like, nah, man, I don't think that's right. Like, I think we need to do some more research and learn about this shit. Like, they've been backtracking on this and that. Don't you understand? And he's like, oh, that, you sound like you support like those Nazis and everything. Like, what are you, a Nazi lover and shit? That's something that they would say. And then he put like this lecture and shit, and that's when I was like, what the hell? And I was just like, I was taken aback because I was like, dude, like I listen to your music and shit. Like I wanted to check out your new album and shit when it comes out. Like, fucking, that's why I'm following you. I'm not. What the fuck? Where did this come from, man? And why are you even talking to me? You got 1 million followers. Like, why are you talking to me? And so basically, it spirals into like, I try to come back later on and just be like, hey, oh, I support this, good job, quality. And that's when he was like, oh, you're pretending to be on my side, Nazi. And it's like, oh, I had enough of this Nazi shit, dude. Like, fuck you. And I
Dude,
started
he holds on to it. That's the thing I surprised. Like he holds on to it, he remembers you. And it's like, damn,
yeah.
okay.
So then that's why I was like, well, if I'm gonna be a fucking Nazi, dude, I'm gonna throw you back, dude. You're gonna keep that energy with me. I'm gonna keep the disrespectful energy with you, and then I'm gonna see everybody that you're calling out. And then I started doing research on the guy and realized, like, oh, I saw this shit that he was banned off of Twitter and yada 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 and all this,
Stalking women.
all these different controversies. And I'm just like, this dude's a fraud. He's a straight up fucking fraud. And now he's a coward because now he's fucking deleting people's Instagrams. He's cutting them off. Like, fucking he'll post you up and then he'll delete you. He deleted the post about me. He doesn't know that I saved it on my phone, of course, because I'm not stupid. But he deleted it, fucking, because I guess he didn't want to give me any more shine. But fucking, at the same time, it's like, it's personal now. You deleted my fucking account, dude. I put a lot of effort and time into my art and what I create. I make all my videos myself, but for the most part, and I make the ads. All that shit gets tedious after a while. And for someone just to delete somebody's fucking shit like that for arbitrary reasons because they don't agree with them, and that takes a true act of a coward. Especially when you can't talk man to man on the comments. You can't talk man to man on the podcast. You can't talk man to man right now. Like, no DMs, no nothing. You send all these other fucking miserable fucking mob of morons fucking do your bidding for you, like some fucking brainwashed fucking lunatics drowning in their own piss. It's pitiful, man. Like, grow the fuck up.
Yeah. That's messed up, man. Yeah, that's like
Detroit Fetty Ghost, East Side on him. Christopher Jordan, Staten Island building.
Hey, salute. Christopher Jordan, Fetty Ghost. What up, though?
Yeah, I got that. Kid Vicious Instagram, no post. Just shut down. He got like family and meta. So he, whatever the fuck, that bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That his brother or somebody, or his brother's a lawyer and shit, and fucking, I started looking into him too. See, Jamal Green is his name. So if anybody wants to look into that and see what the fuck's up, You know what I mean? You can find what he does.
That's why I put on the green in case he wanted to come on.
Yeah, I mean, anybody's welcome to come on. Any hater, any like I said, any one of his deranged fans want to come on here and prove that they got some brains and want to talk to us. Like, you know,
Like-
we're more than, the door is open. The door is open. The
Like
discussion
you
is
said,
open.
intelligent conversation. We're not just talking, oh yeah, you're gay, you suck. No, okay. We
Yeah,
want something.
we're not gonna gang motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Unless they want to get nasty, like we will talk like, you know, just like men do, like we're talking, like, you know what I mean. Other than we'll put the clown on the side, we'll put the troll on the side. Like, you know, I'm a very reasonable person. Like, fucking, you know, I've had beefs with people and they've came back to me and said they said what they had to say to make things right, and I've taken diss tracks down and shit like that, and told people to let off them, and I let shit go, dude. I'm not one of those people that hold grudges and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I wake up every day not trying to hold a grudge. Like, I've even came up, like I said, on certain days, just been like, man, come on, Talib, just quit this shit, man. Grow up. Oh, shut up, you Nazi. Just start going off and saying you Nazi clown and you're dumb and all this shit. And it's just like, see, now you can't shut the fuck up. You just squawk like a parrot, dude. Like, you just can't shut the fuck up, dude. Like, and then he started going on a tagging spree, like tagging me in all the alien gang shit. And then like there was this other individual, this girl that he was tagging who had like a biracial baby, and she did say something that was a little weird, you know, that I felt was like, I don't fully agree with. He's tagging me in that shit, but I didn't even know about it till he tagged me about it. I'm like, dude, why are you tagging me in this shit? I don't have kids, motherfucker. Like, I don't have no biracial baby. I don't have any babies. Like, I don't have any kids that. What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking lunatic? Quit tagging me, dude. You're goofy.
We all know how that happened, right?
That was my problem with him. Like, he kept tagging me. He's a troll, straight up troll. Talib Kweli, you a troll. Real talk.
Really?
And the world knows.
Hold on. Yeah, because hold on. I'm like kind of like, and I've been back and forth. He's like deleted a couple different things I was trying to get him. Let me hold on.
Yeah, I tell you, I was like this. There was one time when somebody, like, I've been on the gore sites, you know, like crazyshit.com and shit like that. And if you go to those sites, because I look for that, I look for certain stuff to put to incorporate in my videos and like to kind of subliminally throw in there. That's like, you know, might be something that YouTube might not like or whatever. But, you know, I try to find, you know, I go in there and you can see all these racist motherfuckers in there, and they just say whatever. You could tell how they talk, like they're proud of what they say and shit. And I used to go in there and troll them motherfuckers with some of the shit they say, because I'd be like, why are you talking like that, you little tiny micropene motherfucker? Like, white people are inferior as fuck, dude. We ain't built nothing here by ourselves, dude. We fucking literally depended on slave labor our whole fucking lives. You talk about we're the superior race? Get the fuck out of here, you loser. You get probably mad because your wife don't touch your dick at all because you sit on in front of the computer looking at dead people all day. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking, because like I said, I'm opinionated, but you got all those people out there, but then you got Talib just picking on anybody. You could tell, like, who's just normal people who's just trying to like live their days, who's just trying to stand up to him, doesn't want to fucking take no shit. You know, it's like, why should they? Everybody's a human. And they're like, oh well, you got X amount of followers. Who are you? You got so many subs on Spotify. Who are you? It's like, does that discount my fucking opinion? I don't think so.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, you're just a racist Nazi clown. No, I'm a human fucking being, just like you. I got a right to say what the fuck I gotta say. And have you proved it? I've asked him for months. I said, prove it. Provide proof that I'm a Nazi. Provide proof. I've been waiting. I'm waiting. That's the majority of my trolling comments. I'm waiting for you to prove that I'm a Nazi, Talib. You know, show some receipts. Alien gang, Kid Bishop, Alien gang, Aaron, like all these people, and it's just like, dude, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, because it went back and forth. Now he deleted the comment I did earlier and stuff because I was like, you know, like you seen, he just did that right back, and then he deleted it before, but I said it again because, like I said, okay, twin.
So like, what I was getting at is like, I went to one of his posts one day, and this dude said something, and he said the N-word, except he said it with the 99. You know what I mean? And I knew right off the bat by the way he typed it in, that was a racist dude. And I went right at him. I said, dude, I said exactly what I said to you guys, and then I typed, you know, you should never say the N-word. Like, we don't have no excuse to say the N-word. Like, that shit just trash, dude. Like, you know, hang it up. You're the reason why Talib is the way he is. And I said that to him in a DM, and I got reported for it, like, quick. And I felt like, I almost feel like every time there was a couple times when I supported his post, I got reported for it. It was like
Yeah.
he didn't want people to know that, that these people who he's trying to label as Nazis who fall in between the right and the left, who think for themselves. He didn't want people to know there's people like that. He just wants to label them all conservative, Trump hard, fucking racist, and
Yeah.
that's just the way he does.
Yep. It's sad.
Oh,
Like it's just and then silence them by deleting their accounts and stuff like that. So yeah.
oh man, I've probably been reported over like 40 times since I interacted with him,
Yeah.
just him alone.
That's the thing that
And then,
gets me. It's like, the silencing and all that. And then you're like, yeah, when Gutta was pointing it out, and also other people just point out he's with Meta. If you do your research, he runs in a long line of lawyers in his family and stuff like that, which is, okay. Oh,
I thought of a joke just now. You know how Nazis burn books? Well, the neo-Nazis now, they burn Facebooks. So watch out for Talib Kweli because he's one of those.
I did not see that coming. That's
I did not either. It just came to my head.
No, that's why I was like, that's why I had to respond. Like, I did not see that coming.
But like I said, if he labels you a Nazi, you are not seen.
Yeah, not seen. Yeah.
Yeah, your Instagram account will not be seen from here on out till you make a new one, if you can.
Yeah.
That's facts. He'll shut you down.
He will shut you down.
Yeah. Well, I gotta mention, shout out to my homeboy, my homie Glenn Parker out there. Yeah, what was it? When I said twin to him, like he deleted it and everything. So like, yeah, I'm the white Talib Kweli, because that's what I keep seeing right here with it. So
Exactly, man.
yeah,
I don't know, man.
but yeah, on the real, like, what do you got as far as like future projects, my brother?
Well, basically, I turned in, the General Genocide song. That's going to be on a new album called Evolution. I'm not going to expose the whole title just yet, but it's the evolution of, and people that know what the name is, and you guys will know. Eventually, that's going to be my fifth album, pretty much, and that's going to be where all the more darker music is, because I experienced, a crazy loss in my life that was unexpected. Recently, before all this shit popped off with Fuckface, so it brought out a different character, because I was doing like more like humorous, funny music. I was experimenting with like a more Juice WRLD sound and a little bit of drill and trap, and now it's like I'm going back to like Wu-Tang beats and like some dark trap and like just heavy bass shit. One of the people I fuck with now, I don't know if you guys heard of Diora out of he's a drill rapper out of New York. He's another person I listen to. Diora.
The name rings a bell.
Yeah, look him up. It's spelled Deeaura. He's pretty dope too. He's got that crazy rapping fast style type shit, like that drill style. But I like it. He got bars. He's not bad. But
Yeah.
some of the beats that he raps on is just fucking insane. Like he got his production is on point, and I just like to do a variety of different beats, because the way I record, like I don't write my songs. What I do is I punch in my bars as I go, and I refine them as I'm thinking of them. And I never know how I'm walking into a song until I hear the beat and I start humming the melodies, and I try to start constructing words together in my head. Then I'll just say them a couple different ways until something clicks, and then I'll say it again over and over again. It might take me one take. It might take me 20 takes. It might be like, oh, that's it. Or I might have to go back. I don't like that. It's a little, I got a list. So it's like, I got a list on that one. I got to fix that shit, go back and fix it or enunciate this. And I just roll like that. And I just think of my songs as I go. And then the beat tells you where the hook goes. So I fill it out. And that's pretty much how I craft my songs. That's why regardless of what people say, like I'm going to be doing this music because I'm addicted to that. What I'm going to come up with next, what's going to come out, what can I make with this beat? What kind of video can I make? Because when I'm making my songs at the same time, I'm also imagining the videos in my head. You know what I mean? So like this next project that we're talking about, the Evolution one, like you guys saw the video of the genocide. Like I wanted to be like all this, like basically it's going on a trip to hell, and for mankind's sins. So
I got If I lined up. Anything to say about that? If I What up, though? Sicko Entertainment in the building. What's poppin', G?
What up, Sicko?
Yeah, I got
No,
it's
I was gonna say, that's real talk of what you were saying, like, because I'm sure like you still write bars all the time, but did you ever notice it's like, yeah, some songs are easier to do, where sometimes you punch it. Some songs are just like you want to go hit and miss. You got it already written, it's done.
Yep.
But some songs,
Yeah, I used to do the writing back in the days because, like, it was just like, but I was always afraid if I say something a certain way, I'm not gonna be able to say it that way. Like, I'm one of those, like, I don't know how true this is, but I remember that Eminem recorded like a perfect version of Stan, and the engineer accidentally deleted it, and it was like the way exactly how he wanted it. And I feel that because like I'm one of those people that get fucking attached with a certain way a bar is delivered and the way it's said and like the harmony behind it or something like that, and I don't want to change it for shit sometimes if it's perfect. So like fucking so for me that's my way of getting it right, because I notice if you try to go on like one take and you fuck shit up, like, and you're not good at editing and you can't go back and like change a couple words, or you can't jump in and punch in from where you left off, or it's just a lot for me. It's just a lot easier, and it goes a lot quicker, because sometimes those words will just start flowing to me like I'm freestyling, and it'd be like, okay, I'll say this. I'll be like, nah, if I say it like this is really gonna grab 'em by the balls. And then I'll be like, oh wait, if I incorporate like this, like, I'll eat an animal whole, like Anna Nicole, stick a fucking a telephone pole through a skeleton hole or some shit like that, and I'm like, nah, I don't like that. I'll switch it up. You know what I mean? Just fucking. And it's wherever the beat is directing me, because that's the beauty of it, because the beat is always like telling me where to go with the melodies, and be like, all right, I like how this is going, like da 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 da, and then how about I switch it on the fourth bar to something totally different that's just gonna throw people off. But oh shit, he just switched up the whole octave, he switched up the whole melody of it, and what he's singing, and then I just go into rapid fire bars, or sometimes I'll just go into where I'm like almost talking on the beat, but just saying like just a compound lyrics are just like bop bop bop, and then there's a punchline. Because that's how I describe my style. Like when I'm performing on stage, it's like I'm a comedian dropping punchlines, but they're in forms of bars that are like gonna make you cringe, or make you like your skin crawl, or make you be like, oh my god, this dude's a psycho.
See, I relate to the man. Yeah, I totally relate what you say. That's dope. And then just that element of hip hop that you just said right there too, man. I mean, that's just that right there to me is like what I see in hip hop is like how to mix it up, not to give that predictional next like that you said on the fourth bar, then you do something different. It's like, yeah, you don't want, like, you already know somebody might go, oh, I know he's gonna do something that rhymes the same pattern. What you just said is like, you want to break that.
You just break that, and you just go off from it, and it's just like, and some people, it's not for everybody. Some people's like, well, why do you sing that part? Like, and it's just because that's what I felt, man. That's what stuck to me, and that's the way I do it. So
that's what's up.
And that's what I want. That's every song's an experiment, I feel like. So it's just always like, all right, how's this one gonna do? How are people gonna react? Because there's no formula there's a formula to doing certain things, but like, fucking, when you're trying to be original and creative, and you're trying to break the molds, and you're trying to stand out, because there's a lot of white rappers right now, and a lot of nice MCs. Period. There's a lot of everything right now. Hardcore. There's a lot of conscious rap. There's a lot of all kinds of hip hop right now. So how you gonna stand out? Well, this face fucking stands out. When I went to a show in Worcester, I was performing. It was a Halloween show. Had my makeup on, had my mask on the whole time. People were intrigued that I was getting on that stage. They wanted to know what I was gonna say. And then when they heard the shock value behind my bars, and that the fact that they were well constructed, they're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, this dude is. What did you just say? Like, I had this song said I'm trying to watch my figure as well as my diabetes. So when I eat a wrapper up, I make sure that they're fried completely. My knives go deeply, because brothers be green with envy. Well, sort of just like Luigi, I turn a mop into a bright red squeegee to burn a past. That's because the wife said, feed me. You know what I mean? And people are like, what?
Yeah. See, that's where people, you want lyrics and stuff. You got, that's dope.
And when you're doing it live like that, people they're resonating with that shit. Like, even people who don't even listen to hardcore, they're just like, they're jamming and shit. Like, I had fucking bitches jumping in the crowd. I was like, damn, because I was thinking they're gonna be like looking at me like people were gonna walk out of my first show. Like, literally, like, this guy in the clown mask. It's Halloween, so I thought, but I figured this guy's insane. But fucking, I did my first song was Cut and Destroy, And I threw my hat down. I remember the crowd went wild, and they was just hooked after that. It was just like, okay, I got him. And it was just like, now just go with it. And
That's
it's
dope.
an addictive feeling, that in itself, just getting up on stage and just resonating with people and having them like jam to your shit, whether they know you or not. And the next thing you know, you wake up, you got new followers and people on your YouTube checking you out, new comments. Whether it's one or two, it doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it. And I'm just happy to just share my art and what I think of in my crazy ass mind, and whatever I can design. Because I try to make all my videos different. Like every video have like a different vibe or a different theme. I keep in mind like colors and like settings and wallpaper. Every little aspect of camera angles that I can do that based on my limitations on how to make a different video every time. And I think that that's one of the things that definitely got my name out there was the video content that people see, because it's like so different. It's cheesy editing. It's not refined, but it's like it's like people know my videos like right off the bat. Like if I make something for someone else, they'll be like, oh, that's definitely a fucking DTL fucking Landry video, no doubt about it.
That's what's
So,
up, man. Yeah, no, I can believe
What's this track?
like this
If
playing with.
If I. What's this track? Rathovgod,
If I. Drug song.
No, that's what's up though. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, what you got your own like thing right there where people can't mistake your brand.
Yeah, that's why I put the mask in all my fucking shit. Like, I animate the mask in different ways. I put it in all my ads because that's my trademark. That's why when I first started doing it, fucking I was buying weed off my drug dealers back in Common Square, and they said I showed them a little skit of me doing my shit in my mask and my rapping shit, and they were like, I thought they were gonna laugh at me and be like, dude, you're on crack. And they were like, nah, dude, you need to do that. That shit's fresh. Just keep doing that, bro. Just keep doing that. And I was like, really? And I thought they were setting me up for failure, but I listened to them because, I owned the construction business at the time, and I didn't want people to know I was rapping this crazy, murderous music. So I was like, fuck it, I'll throw a clown mask on. Other people are doing it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And it just took off.
Yeah.
So, but that's the next song, so let's roll into it. I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah. No, man, no. Keep talking, man. I'm having a good time with it. But yeah, I hope you're having a good time.
Y'all killing it.
This track's played too and shit, so let's jump into another video. Rathovgod, If I, on the Hood Smokers Podcast. Let's go.
Rathovgod, the boogeyman, motherfucker.
Is that a clown mask? You're so silly.
Now, what's a juggalo to do? I keep wrestling with all this pain. I loosened up another screw, they keep coming from out my brain. My baby mama wants a suit, she's been late for several days. Take the red pill or the blue, if I do, can I trade? I take the laces off my shoe, then I tie them to a plane. And if it's taken off the zoom, I am riding a new wave. A base head from the drug abuse, I am high like every day. The grace I in my fucking tomb, that is where I lie away. Dead wrong, I don't act right. Fired up like a crack pipe. Confused like a hermaphrodite, trying to be a trainee half his life. They're calling me a stickler. Show you what the cactus patch is like. It's swallowing like Stifler. Kids from a 6-incher. COVID in the lungs, corona, cirrhosis of the liver. But bitch, I'm sicker and I don't even sip liquor.
Silly.
All the drama, bring the horror, Armageddon. Fuck death before dishonor, I bring a death with dishonor with it. What's a juggalo to do? I keep wrestling with all this pain. I loosened up another screw, they keep coming from out my brain. My baby mama wants a suit, she's been late for several days. Take the red pill or the blue, if I do, can I trade? I take the laces off my shoe, then I tie them to a plane. And if it's taken off the zoom, I am riding a new wave. A base head from the drug abuse, I am high like every day. The grace I in my fucking tomb, that is where I lie awake. I'm a fine example of your brain on drugs. I'm always taking drugs by the handfuls, that's why I ramble. I'm bad influence, under the influence, leading by example. Thought I'd be a role model till I drunk the whole bottle. Got coke in both nostrils on the 8 ball, followed by 8 Adderall. I wanna die. Got my Xanax, now I panic. Now it'd be a late night. Where's my bed? So I took 8 or 9. Now I take flight as it whispers echo. What's a juggalo to do? I keep wrestling with all this pain. I loosened up another screw, they keep coming from out my brain. My baby mama wants a suit, she's been late for several days. Take the red pill or the blue, if I do, can I trade? I take the
laces off my shoe, then I tie him to a plane. And if it's taken off the Zoom, I am riding a new wave. A base head from the drug abuse, I am high like every day. And grace I in my fucking tomb, that is where I lie awake. Wake. 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 Wake.
Yeah. That was some fire right there.
Thank you, brother.
That was some fire. Some motherfucking fire. Y'all motherfuckers ready? We still got one more, but let's get back into I mean, that was dope. That track was dope. Most definitely. Fire. But so what else you got going on? You got any shows going on? Anything like that?
So I got the Godcast every other Thursday. That's basically a podcast like what you guys do. We normally discuss scary stories. I made up I wrote some stories back in the days, and people actually like them. And I usually talk in my normal voice where I'm just like, you fucking gross, and I insult my co-hosts, and we just sit there and kick it, talk shit, cut it up, and we're just looking to expand that more with some other acts and other people coming in, doing some interviews and shit. But of course, the last episode we was just discussing accountability online. We didn't mention no names and shit because that's when shit just started brewing. That's when I just started posting the memes and shit. But we didn't give him no clap. We didn't give him no light on that. You know what I mean? So, but I'm thinking about we're gonna have a special feature presentation on one of the shows because we're on Rumble, so he can't censor us. He doesn't have no control on Rumble. So if if people want to send their tracks, we might do like a show where we just do a compilation dedicated to Coward Corny. Sorry, I smoked too much weed. I done forgot his fucking name again. Coward Corny, Tyrant Quality. I don't know. Whatever his fucking group's name is, we'll do a little something for him and make him feel special. From everybody in the community.
He's like a little cute little koala bear. Those little punk ass, conscious mad rapper. That's what pisses me off. Cause I fuck with like Common, Mos Def, Black Thought, respect that shit. But for Talib to be a conscious rapper but a troll at the same time, the way he rolls, that's just some fake ass shit to me, dog.
And here's my thing though, like we got way more controversial hip hop figures like Immortal Technique, Chuck D from Public Enemy. We got a few rappers like that who are very controversial in their politics and what they believe and what they post. But I go on the Immortal Techniques page, and I don't really see people coming at him. I don't see him arguing with people. Like I see some people disagree, and he tries. It seems like he tries to educate them, have a discussion with them, and that's something that someone with a platform that has a blue check on it with that many followers should be doing is trying to educate their people if they don't understand their point of view, and at least try to explain it to them rather just to just bash them like that. Even if you're gonna bash somebody, like I said, just call them any other name besides something that's that's gonna actually damage them.
For real.
Like real talk.
That's real shit. But we got Rathovgod in the building. We got another video, Fall Guy. What's up with Fall Guy?
So Fall Guy is on the upcoming album, the 4th album called Buried Alive in the Underground. That's when I'm kind of on my older vibe where I just pretty much clowning around. So it's actually an appropriate title because, that's when the class clown kind of gets buried alive and he's going to die on that album because all that soft shit that I'm doing, like if you check out my YouTube, a lot of those, there's like several songs that's from that album that's on there. And there's some of them that's like, more playful and more funny and shit. Like, Basket Case, that's one that a lot of people resonate with, but that's more like a Juice WRLD kind of sing-song, goofing off type of song about, fucking around. So Fall Guy was more in that realm of where I was taking things less serious. In the video, I've animated fully pixelated like a video game because, like I said, I like to make my shit. I'm inspired by a lot of retro shit. I got the Nintendo Switch and I'll be playing the old Super Mario on that shit. Like I don't. Everyone's playing Zelda. I'm over here playing Super Mario Brothers 1, trying to fucking do a speed run and shit like a goof. So, fucking that's what Fall Guy is basically like talking about God not being blamed for everybody's shit. Like, you know, God is the devil in my opinion. Like they're the same person. So it's like people will blame the devil or they'll blame God for the problems, and it's basically God saying like, I'm a fucked up motherfucker, but I won't be blamed for all your bullshit. But it's also just poking fun at life, you know. So it's kind of like a non-sequitur type of song. So, and pretty controversial, I believe. So, yeah, Fall Guy.
Fall
Right
Guy.
on. Let's
Turn
get
it
it.
up. Rathovgod, Fall Guy. I'm Hood Smokes Podcast. Link in the description below.
I won't be a fall guy, fall guy, fall guy, fall guy, fall guy. I keep smoking every day, I'm high off monoxide. Does more damage than good. Hydrogen peroxide. Tell me I misunderstood because the Bible does not lie. They say the sky's not right, my mind's always lopsided. I won't be controlled, I will fly to the top heights. Like a vehicle, we will ride till we all die. If I get my team involved, we will slime, we will all slime. I'm the king of the hill, so I won't be no fall guy. I hate my ex, that's why I make it red cassettes. That's when I grudge, fuck the bitch in the ass, and I take the sex. Fuck with me, that's dead wrong, that's why I always stay correct. My brain's possessed, I'm way obsessed. Every time I see and taste the flesh, my bitch is pissed, I gotta take a shit every time I take my test. Finally a clean urine sample doing. Wait, is that a fake dick? Yeah, I gave it my all, but they told me that it ain't my best. Tiptoed in the underground like walking up the basement steps. Headaches next every day, depressed and I plague my stress. Say less, it's maybe best that I go and take a rest. I make a dress, now I made my bed inside the gator's nest. Knock my favorite celebs into their naked breasts into my razor web. Burning like a custard fire on a cotton fiber. Why you trying to put it out with one drop of saliva? Got more beef than Oscar Mayer. Try to cancel me like Aunt Jemima, but I'm about to start the riot as well as the genocide. I keep smoking every day, I'm high off monoxide. Does more damage than good. Hydrogen peroxide. Tell me I misunderstood because the Bible does not lie. They say the sky's not right, my mind's always lopsided. I won't be controlled, I will fly to the top heights. Like a vehicle, we will ride till we all die. If I get my team involved, we will slime, we will all slime. I'm the king of the hill, so I won't be no fall guy. You don't have to like me, though my attitude is patronizing.
I was born an orphan, aborted from porn. What the fuck is parental advisory? All my demon friends are hiding, but I met them fine.
Enter the end of my sobriety, makes them into a menace to society. Such irony, like when they tying the rope into the noose for the boss strangler, cause they wanting to hang him up. I'm not only a deity on creatine, but I be a beast. Always do it the hard way, I've never been on no easy street. Hey, you get it out the mud. That is what they always say, but every time they talking, they are throwing dirt upon your name. And every night you're walking while you're coughing from the cauldron flame. Preposterous, I'm a monster that's a Martian that is lost in space. A marksman trained with the sharpest aim to hit your daughter's face from a block away. Starts saying like drops of paint. She might still be moving, but chance of surviving's not too great. Part of being a king is that you have to depopulate. I keep smoking every day, I'm high off monoxide. Does more damage than good. Hydrogen peroxide. Tell me I misunderstood because the Bible does not lie. They say the sky's not right, my mind's always lopsided. I won't be controlled, I will fly to the top heights. Like a vehicle, we will ride till we all die. If I get my team involved, we will slime, we will all slime. I'm the king of the hill, so I won't be no fall guy. Fall guy, fall guy, fall guy, fall guy.
That was Fall Guy, Rathovgod in the building.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's dope. I like how you use those graphics. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
Are you doing
I try to do, like I said, I try to do a different theme every video. Like I did one that was like a Fallout theme from that game. I did one that was like Mortal Kombat's another one. I did like a live, but one of my first videos, I guess, that got me noticed was a Mortal Kombat where I was like doing fatalities on these dolls, like myself, you know, like imitating the fatalities, you know, and it was just something me goofing around, and it took off and shit like that. So fucking, you know, I started off like trying to like make my own, like I don't fuck with TikTok for my own personal reasons and shit. I don't get on that shit because of certain beliefs that I won't talk about here. But so I was trying to like make my own little brand, like shit talk and shit, and where I was just making my own little like goofy ass skits and shit. And that's when people started coming at me and be like, "Oh yeah," and they, "Oh, you do music," and it started snowballing. And next thing you know, people just started coming at, it just grows little by little.
Well, we appreciate you coming out, though. And is there
I
anything?
appreciate you guys' time and chopping it up with me and discussing current events.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
was gonna
man.
ask you if there was anything you wanted to say to the Talib, because I know he's gonna watch if he ain't watching already.
No, I mean, he's definitely paying attention. That's what I'm going to say. This for sure.
Yeah, Talib, you're a punk for what you did, man. You could have just came and talked to us too, so or sent one of your, you sent him to talk to me all the time. You could have sent him to talk to us now. So anybody was welcome to talk, but now you missed your chance. So I guess we're gonna war. I don't know what to tell you, man. Stay tuned to the Godcast if you're still following Tyler, because we got something else planned for you. We're not done yet. We're just getting started.
Yeah, and make sure you shoot it our way, dog, because we gonna play that shit. You whatever you drop, dog. You drop it.
Oh yeah, we got a few coming. So trust me. Anybody wants a diss track showcase to Talib Kweli, send them to me. Hit me up in the Facebook DMs. You know how to reach me. Rathovgod on Facebook, or hit me up in Instagram. Just look for Rathovgod and you track me down. It's not that hard, unfortunately.
I can send mine if you want it. Yeah, like I was just messing around with them, but yeah.
Yup. So, and if you like nightmares and crazy shit, just follow me on my YouTube and stay tuned every Sunday. I don't know when I'm gonna drop this Sunday. I might do a Killer Wasp collab, and it's just gonna be a song only. But I gotta show those guys some shine on the listening party as well, because they're dope lyricists as well. So check out the Killer Wasp as well, and check out No Emotion and the Gods. Fucking No Emotion's been doing it, crushing it for a few years now. He's a very talented dude as well. So shout out to all them guys, and shout out to Funhouse Productions, Occult 93, and shout out to Talib Kweli for being a jackass of himself, and letting us make a bigger jackass of him, because that's what you're doing, bro.
For real.
Bet.
Bet.
We appreciate you coming on. That's Rathovgod. Make sure you check out his videos down there. It was an honor, dog. I'm glad you came over here and spoke your mind. Much love. Like I said,
much love.
Whatever you got, we'll definitely play it, dog. It's all love.
Absolutely.
Fellas. Peace to the juggalos out there. Peace to the underground. Peace to everybody tuned in. Peace to all my affiliates and everybody that's fucked with us. And peace to the podcast for having me on here, Hood Smokers. Fucking peace to LB Sickman and all them too as well. So shout outs to everybody. Just keep up the good work. Everyone just keep on grinding. Another week of creativity coming up. So let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Much love. That's Rathovgod.
Much love.
On the Hood Smokers Podcast. All right, we go. Get out of here. That was Rathovgod. On the Hood Smokers Podcast, we got to talk about Talib. We heard some premiere from Blatonio Todd. Not even no pants this time. I just pulled this up. This is some bullshit though. Like how Kid Vicious page was like that. I got word that I was like, dog, like why is it his page like that? Like what the fuck? Like that's fucked up. Like he just shuts your shit down like that. Like that's kind of crazy, dog. Like he got power like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Doing some Charleston White type shit.
Yeah, bro, that's some bullshit. And the shit he said, dog, I had that. I was thinking that we played that diss track one more time, and we played the Kid Vicious, Royce the 5'9's brother from Brenda's Baby, Talib Kweli this. Let's get it. Shout out to Kid Vicious, Alien Gang. You know what it is. What up, though?
What up, though?
Let's get it. The Hood Smokers Podcast.
Got me battling the male Candace Owens. I just want everybody to know. I didn't want to do this. Oh my. It's crazy because I tried to give respect to this weird ass nigga. But he kept disrespecting me like I'm somebody you could just play with like that. We all know in real life I fold that little punk ass nigga up like a fucking lawn chair. Bootlicker, huh? Yeah, I I said, fuck your mother. If I was Nims, your mother's a Gunther. I roll your kid the ball and punter. On my gorilla, king of the hill, beat you like Dilla. Alien sent here to kill a pillar. Most deaf ain't gon' ride with him. This weak nigga probably explode in a pink glitter if I hit him. And so Antoine Dotson ass nigga tryna bid. Now you gotta hide your wife, hide your kids. Speaking of kids, I heard you raping everybody out here. Fucking perv, the fucking nerve. Was up in herb when this fucking nerd want to purge. That's a fact bar. A whole group with most deaf, but still ain't a black star. This ain't beef, the chop squeeze is chopped cheese. Quali screaming out Yasin and I fleas. Send them to God, you'll be Yasin. If I'm mean, pack them up. Now we some bomb weed from my tree. If I could reach in your soul, I pull out a bitch. Like Granny when she pissed off, we pulling a switch. Your ass thought he could get fly, just to get fried. I don't let shit slide. He made just to get by, just to get by. Think I'm a pimp cause I beat a whole punch of chest. You'll see my knuckles through the other side like pizza dough. Coming for the bread, I'm a lyrical killer. I pay for a feature, that just mean money on your head, nigga. This shit got odd fast for your odd ass. If I'm mad and I spaz, I'ma put more paws on them than the Mason Cam podcast. Got a gun, but he probably a faint if I flash. Running around with guns like ISIS, leave you iceless. This chain was 50 grand, but the look on his face priceless. I throw this right at the fake righteous, duck or you falling. If I knock a conscious nigga unconscious, what do you call him? A gift certificate for lids, I get your guy caps. Call the bullets, R. Kelly, can you survive that? You the prey, I'm the hunter, I want you under. They'll find Brenda's baby in the dumpster. In slide fashion, I slide past them and sidetrack them. Snatch the blunt right out your fucking hand, I'm hijacking. Slay a liar till they retire, your mother should've swallowed you. Guess that's what I get for not aiming higher. Open your mouth next time, Brenda.
It's mean. Kid was murdered. He got no response to that. There's no response. But guess what? We got a response for you, Talib. You check this out. This Blatonio tile right here. Check it out on the Hood Smokers podcast. I'm gonna have to refresh it. Let's go. It's not wanting the blood. Okay. Alright, hold up, y'all. I got the Blatonio tag. Talib Kweli this track. Hold up. You heard it here first on the Hood Smokers podcast. Hold on. I gotta figure this shit out. I gotta get over to the messages.
Yeah, I wanna just dedicate this to hip-hop legend Talib Kweli for showing us his true colors, whatever that may be. Actually, screw that, screw him too. Blatonio! Talib Kweli, why are you such a salty, bitter dude? I think probably cause no one's top 3 is ever you. You're constantly tossing the term Nazi on everybody very falsely. That lost me, now just watch me. I'll have your melanin tremble until you're as light as Eminem. Then introduce your white rectum to 5% of my Timberland. You simpleton just forfeit, put a fork in it. You're a hypocrite, like a final cost slip with a side order of pork riblets. No disrespect to Islam, but what you're doing is lame. I slam Talib's name with wordplay like a kid's game. This talentless quality, Kweli is toilet quality. So stick to rapping consciously, let Dave Chappelle do comedy. Cause honestly, you're looking like a joke, and it ain't funny. Like when you pretend to have a white friend, you pay him money who had part in Black Star. I'm glad you made it that far, but most def's the one who had bars and became an actor. So as far as you, what's your excuse? Ain't nobody racist but you. You hung your own career with a noose, but you're trying to insult us, trying to call us culture vultures. You don't know us, you the lion, we the poachers, we the hood smokers. We told you Kid Vicious ain't the one to toy with. So if you were hoping to get it Royce, this I'm disappointed.
Word. That's fresh out the press, y'all. Blatonio tag. Talib, I hope you watching. I hope you heard that. I know you heard it. It'll be out there. Don't worry. It'll be in your inbox here in a minute.
Yeah. I might even name it White Talib Kweli, actually.
Oh, all right. Hell yeah. Sounds good. Well, shit. Well, I think we pretty.
But I worry about everybody out there. Be careful of him. He's coming for y'all.
Yeah, shut your
Said no,
Instagram
nobody
down.
ever said nobody ever. Come on, like who is scared of Talib Kweli really?
You shut your Instagram down. You shut your Facebook down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he gets down like that. So that's the thing. Just be careful, but at the same time, the truth will still always come to light. And dudes on some whole shit. So,
Yeah, real talk.
mm.
Sorry,
I gave him that open shot. You know, like put him on there, but immediately he go on his whole shit of just like, oh yeah, you just chasing clout, all that stuff. All right, that's cool. I said, okay, twin.
Fuck him, dog.
Yep.
It is what it is. Fuck his ass. Fuck Talib Kweli, whatever the fuck, however he said that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Takashi Katana, like that. I don't know.
Something like that.
Takashi Katana, I don't know. Tofu. No.
He do look a little bit like Steve Urkel. I'm just saying, dog. I ain't trying to talk shit.
What's that?
He look a little bit like Steve Urkel. I'm looking at his picture right now.
He do, yeah. He got the Steve Urkel thing with, you know, like some Charleston white tendencies, you know, in his personality. Yeah.
He's a mainstream troll, and they're out there. Watch out, y'all. Watch out, Underground podcast. Y'all coming up.
And then just, you know, like on the real though, like some people just need to do their research and just not step into their immediate feelings, just thinking, oh yeah, we jumping on some kind of thing that was like, oh yeah, you jumping on everybody else's bandwagon. It's like, no, really, he did come to us, you know, left field.
Nah, we didn't start this shit, but we ain't go back down from the shit. That's the point. And like certain people felt like, oh, we was coming at people. We just coming at people, but that ain't what we're about.
Because of course he's gonna tell other people that we came at him, of course, you know, but it's like, no.
Nah, he came at us. He was tagging us and everything. He was like, the shit he was saying, because we had the homie Kid Vicious on here. Shout out Kid Vicious. We're Nazi supporters. Similar to the Fat Joe, Tony Sunshine bullshit. You know what I'm saying? With the homie Cuban Link. So, shout out Cuban Link. Shout out Panda Chop. Shout out Goya. Y'all watching this shit.
Yeah. Shout out, you know. Yeah.
Brother King X. I know he was on for him and he said that his Discord.
Yeah, he was having trouble getting back on. That's the thing. So who knows? I could have been even like, you know, shout out to Talib, who probably might have been, you know, who knows? He might even try and report this shit, get it taken down.
Yeah, he playing games. It is what it is. But y'all seen it. If y'all live right now, y'all seen it. Screen record this shit. Talib gonna probably get it pulled down. We gonna be
Talib, go live. I'll go on there with you, man.
Yeah, go live, Talib.
Invite your boy, Papa Job, right here. Actually, I'm not your boy at all, but.
Word. The Conscious Mad Rapper. We gonna jump out of here, dog. We're barbecuing. It's like 100 degrees in Detroit and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm Jay Gutta, Blatonio, Todd. Fuck
Salute.
Talib, motherfucker, bitch ass, motherfucker.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we out. Much love. Peace.
Much love.
What up, dog? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X, Blatonio Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude, and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.